Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a One Leeds Watchalong with myself. Got someone in the background here as well, but we're back here for a watch-along, the first watch-along of the season. Leeds United taking on Valencia. Your comments in the section below. We're racking up the likes, everybody, on the video as well. Make sure you're doing that. We will have an instant match reaction. I know you guys love the One Leeds reaction, so we're going to be back with that a little bit later on. Where Leeds. Yeah, loads of you in the chat. Make sure there's nearly 300 of you in here, everybody. Make sure you slap a like on the video. Hello, mate. How you, Paul? Let's go. Come on, Matteo. Yeah, we've got a fair few. We've got a decent lineup today. We've got Melianet, Bogle, Strauk, Rodon, Firpo, Gruev, and Ampadu. Then you got Rutter, James, and Matteo Joseph. It is on LUTV. Says Jared. My stream isn't working either, mate. My stream isn't working, which is a bit of a nightmare. So, yeah, we're trying to, when you're doing a watch long, you kind of need a stream. So, I don't know if LUTV is just going to take its time, but let me know if you guys have actually got it. But I'm hoping like nearer the time it's going to start to update a little bit, which it normally does. Jack's in the building. Hey, Jack. Hope you're all good, mate. What time does it come on LUTV? I'm thinking the same thing, mate. But the team does look strong, of course. We're seeing the start of a lot of people. Becchio's bulging there as well, saying, where's Rothwell? Rothwell doesn't appear to be starting, does he? But yeah, we've got in there Gruev, we've got in there Ampadu. You can see by the lineup on the side there. It looks like this is probably the side that Leeds are gonna go into the Portsmouth game with. I would have liked to have seen Rothwell in there, to be honest, everyone. It does feel like we've got a little bit more of an advantage when Rothwell's in there in terms of just us going forward. But unfortunately, it's one of those where, he's not even on the bench, is he? So I don't know where he is. Is there another injury there? Is there a reason behind that? It's looking potentially quite likely. We'll have to wait and see. But how are you guys doing anyway? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, LUTV working for me now, says Paul. Brandis is gutted about Somerville. Yeah, man, I can understand that. I can understand it. Steve says, hi, Connor, big day today. It will show us where we are and if we need signings. Yeah, I think with a lot of it, Steve, what we need to do as fans is not just get too upset about it. If it is a loss, it is pre-season. We've had a really good pre-season so far. I've been really impressed by it. Valencia is going to be the toughest task. We know they're a top side. A lot of the German sides that we've played, well, the two that we've played so far have been second-tier teams. Valencia are not that. They are top 5, top 6 Spanish teams in their respective leagues. So it's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be a really tough one. But if Leeds are able to get a good result, I'm not sure I massively agree that preseason doesn't mean anything. I think it can be a massive indicator of where you are and where you're not at. So I'm really happy with that. Rothwell on the bench, according to Leeds. Is that right, Dan? Potentially, I could have got the lineup wrong there, mate. But yeah, MHJ's just said he's on the bench. When we are making these graphics, everyone, they can be a little bit difficult. I actually get mine sent to me. So if this individual's got it wrong, no problem. But yeah, it looks like Gabi Sara as well has been sold. Gabi Sara has been sold to the team from Turkey. So yeah, not ideal. Not ideal, but I thought, there was a forum of which we're all very aware of, which I'm not going to name on here, but the forum was illustrating, one of the better men on the forum who give the rumors and stuff like that was suggesting that apparently we were looking at Sarah, and we could have done. The last text I had from a very, pretty much nailed on source. Here we go. You've got to get me excited on some targets. I won't put them out. Don't worry, because obviously, I'm not going to disrupt the contacts I've got. Should we get excited about those replacing Somerville? And what I got back was wait and see. So, look, the 49ers keep everything in-house. So, yeah, I didn't even get a link there. So there you go. Surprise Rothwell not starting. My man Abdul Rahman's in the building. Hi, Connor. Big hello from Bahrain. Willie to Everton is dead. Yes, dead in terms of I don't know, Jared, to be quite honest with you, if it's signed, sealed, and delivered. Yeah, Byron, exactly. But I don't know if it's signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm not 100% sure if any deal will be dead until the latter end of August. I think Everton is still going to be there or thereabouts. It also depends, everybody, what business Everton do. Everton might do said business, which enables them to then get Willie Gnonto in. That's something that we have to consider as well. It's not all just going to be, you know, oh, now it's done because, you know, they can't afford that valuation. If Everton are able to sell like a Jared Branthwaite, I know there's been a lot of discourse about him signing a new long-term deal and stuff like that. But if they were to sell him, you know, that's massive. That's absolutely massive. Dundale Somerville, is your stream working, Connor? Says Carl. It's not at the minute, mate. If anybody has any, I mean, today I bought a membership, which I was actually quite excited for. I bought the membership, and I can't believe on the membership, you don't just get LUTV free. Like, what is that about? Unless you guys know if you can get it free. But I thought, you know, when you paid like nigh on 70 quid for a membership, I thought, oh, well, don't worry, we'll have you know, we'll obviously have, you know, LUTV for free. Looking forward to the rumour next week. Connor, do you think 2 players will be enough? I do, mate. Yeah, thanks for joining in, LJ and TM. And listen, everybody, it's great that you're all stopping by with me today. I expected probably about 10 people to stop by, so it's great seeing now 700 of you in the building. Please make sure you slap a like on the video. Dan says, yeah, I think it's a bit tight not getting LUTV. Yeah, it is. And then the stream is, what, 6 quid or whatever it is on LUTV. I might have to do it. I might have to just like somehow get it on here and pay for it, which is absolute BS. But as I say, everyone, you're probably watching it like I'll be watching it. It's so annoying that I have to like pay for this. Like, you know, it's mad, isn't it? You pay 60 odd quid and then you're paying as well for LUTV. It's mad. I was looking at the bonuses, and the bonuses are pretty good, to be honest with you. I think I've agreed, and I know a lot of you guys are kind of happy about this, but I am going to start going down to Ellen Road a lot more. Like, I just can't stay away. Like, it's, and I know in terms of different countries, you guys will probably enjoy me going down as well and getting a bit of content as well. And yeah, thank you for your order. Match pass. Here we go. Right. Okay. Watch it come up now, everyone. Watch it come up. So, okay. Can we get on LUTV live? Doing all this for you guys. So let's have a look. Yeah, we're all good. Can we cast it? Can you cast it? You can't cast it. That's ridiculous. Come on, Leeds. You got to. Right. But yeah, it's mad how you can't cast it, I think. Yeah, so we're going to have to watch it on my laptop, which is slightly annoying. How strong is Valencia's lineup? To be honest, Rob, I couldn't tell you, mate. Paul says no point in getting a membership if you're going to a game, just go hospitality. What I will say, everyone, is thank you so much. Because, and if any of you are interested, as you can probably see by Football Prizes, who are here, they're a Leeds-based business, and basically we're going to be starting the partnership on Tuesday. But I just wanted to get a little bit of a heads up now. Jack and the gang are doing fantastic work, and I can't wait to be in collab with them. But I got 4 emails last night from businesses, people in and around the Leeds region. And I just want to elaborate on what I'm looking for the channel. I'm trying not to be part of the like corporate conglomerate when it comes to just getting companies in, and they don't really care about, they're not, it's irritated me before how they're not giving you guys anything. And for me, there's not really a partnership there. So what I've tried to do this year throughout the summer is cater the channel to a lot of businesses in and around Ellen Road, in and around the LS region. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I've been in contact with 3 or 4 Leeds fans, Leeds-based businesses. And what I will say is, if look, the sponsorships, there's availabilities on the channel, and I think on a watch long, it's just ideal to do that. The season starts obviously in 7 days' time. So if you did want to get in contact, a local business, this is like a prime marketing thing for me, because I can speak to nigh on 800 of you here and just say, look, if you're interested, email One Leeds Fan Channel at gmail.com, everybody, and we can get involved with that. But I think it's really good to get people in and around this region. As I've said, I'm looking for a charity. We've got a couple of charities who've come in, which is really nice as well. And we're going to be trying to partner with those as well. So Mr. Orta here today. Now, remember, Mr. Orta is Sevilla. You can also see Mr. Orta on Netflix. Yeah, he is. He's available on Netflix right now with this La Liga documentary, which is quite funny, actually, to be honest with you. So, yes, you can mirror it with the Mac. To be honest, mate, I don't know. Do you know how to mirror it with Macs? Not a clue. Yeah, I have my assistant here as well. So I'll have a go anyway. Playing in picture. No, I don't think that's it. I'll end up streaming it by mistake. Like, I'll end up doing a watch along for you guys and get copyright stricken. But yeah, really looking forward to this. I'm really happy that Joseph is starting. Obviously, with Joseph now, we know for me that he's going to be starting week in, week out, as long as Bamford's not just fit, and we're doing this thing where it's like, you know, Bamford gets back and it's all good. Will you be doing watch-alongs? Will you be doing watch-alongs for most games? And Kieran, Logan, top man, really appreciate your support, everybody. But Kieran says, the man delivered. We asked for a watch-along, and here it is. Yeah, it's new for me, mate. But as you can see, I will try and always upgrade the content as much as I can, as you can see by the visuals, and you'll see by much more coming as well. You know, when I try to do these things, I try to do it to a really good level. So I know you guys enjoy the reactions. So we're looking at developing the reactions a little bit as well. We will do that immediately after the game. If you guys aren't really interested in the watch, I'm trying to cater for everyone. We're trying to add things to Patreon as well when it comes to additional podcasts and other bits. We have something like really exciting coming on the channel as well, which I'm looking forward to. It's not just a channel thing. I know you guys enjoy reading. Obviously, you know what my background is. A lot of the OGs on here. So I'm trying to bring something. I'm paying a lot of money out of my own back pocket to start something where you guys can read some content in and around One Leeds and making it a little bit different. So it's not just a fan channel, it's other things as well. So stay tuned for that, everybody. We're going to be doing sort of a soft launch of that on Patreon pretty soon. Links in the description if you fancy some of that. Guaranteed. This will come up now. This will come up. I actually don't want it to come up, to be honest. Is Rothwell injured, Connor? It's not, mate. It's like on this graphic, he is actually available. He's on the bench, so I can only apologise for that. Jim Red says, we're now a feeder club for real serious football clubs. You don't understand that. Yeah, to sell your best players. I know what you're saying, mate, but I'm not 100% sure that we can look at this and just say it's a 49ers fault in terms of, you know, I don't want you guys to just be thinking to yourselves constantly that the reason that the 49ers have sold X and Y is because we are just a selling football club now. Because every club in the pyramid is a selling club, really, when you look at it, aside from what Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City, Chelsea. Why don't you start attending games at Ellen Road, marching on together? Tom, I'm going to 100% do that, mate. I have just bought my membership, which I'm quite excited for. I managed to miss out on it last year because I couldn't get to work. I couldn't get to the game a lot because, as you guys know, I was actually working for a publication last season and I worked weekends for the first half of it. So I couldn't get myself a season ticket. You're on the waiting list for a season ticket as well. So yeah, I'm happy to get to games, mate. If you're a new sort of subscriber or viewer of One Leeds, you will see that I have been to many games in my life, and I try and bring it to the channel. It's what sort of content you guys, a lot of you wanted me to do this, so I'm doing the watch along, but ideally I would like to get to Ellen Road as well and bring the literal worst time you could yawn. I literally just went, and you can bring, and you need to put the Leeds top on, yeah, not on, yeah. They'll be paying premium to watch you do that. Andy C, how can I send you an email, Connor? Yeah, if you guys, I'll tell you what, to make it easy, because I get asked a lot of this, so I'll just put my email in the description here. Hold on. Huh? There you go, Andy. It's there, mate. MHJ says, is YouTube full-time, Connor? It is, mate. Yeah. So yeah, it is at the minute, it is my full-time job. With sort of journalism, you know, I do get a hell of a lot of freelance bits. Luckily enough, a lot of you guys will know this, you might not know this, but I'm a qualified senior journalist as well. Passed my exams about 12 months ago. So yeah, super proud of that. But I've got a real opportunity to do something that I absolutely love here. There you go. Absolutely love here and make a living out of it. And, you know, if I can do that, provide content and do what I'm passionate about, then it's what we all want in life, isn't it? So yeah, I'm really happy about that. HR 1603 says, happy anniversary, guys. What do you think to that?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I thought you were going to do something else then. Jesus. No. Started just wrangling the shirt around. Right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at. Okay, we got Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges is down there now. Apparently, you can do this. One of the lads has said that you can mirror this by you can put this on the TV. You stop yawning. But so I don't know. Will you look up how to put Mac on TV? Yeah, apparently you can mirror, according to some of the lads on here, which is good. We should listen to this. Paul says, I've been watching your channel since the Aussie days. Yeah, good man, Paul. Good man. Love that. What is it that Jorginho is plugging online for 5 p.m. today? Is it music? Probably will be when it's Jorginho, won't it? Afternoon, Connor says, Lappers lineup looks good. That will take some beating in the championship. I agree, mate. I agree. And, what I will say is, before open the mirror for the Amazon Fire Stick app and click start mirroring. Yeah, you can try. What I will say is, hi Connor, says Paul. Hi mate. Hi mate. Your thoughts on Gruev and Rothwell? Are Gruev and Rothwell starting together? Everyone, is this being sent to me and it isn't correct? Because I'm pretty sure Rothwell was on the bench, but maybe not. AirPlay as well, says Jared. AirPlay. I know what AirPlay is. I'm terrible with technology. Everyone. Apple AirPlay. Yeah. Afternoon, all looking strong. Yeah, you may be able to use your TV's web browser and sign in and watch it. Yeah, all these guys are way smarter than I am. Andy C says, if you have smart TV in the login browser, I don't think I've got smart TV. It's a piece of crap, 28. It's like 25 inches. Is it? What kit are we wearing? I believe it'll be the white, mate. I was answering a question and I got distracted. Do you remember what question I was answering? I don't remember what question I was answering. Let's have a quick look. Congrats, Connor. You can give ELJ a run for her money. Is ELJ Emma Jones? I think it might be. No comment. Hi, Connor. Could you at some point do a session on the financial regulations around the Premier League and the Championship? All seems confusing, as it is true that the top 5 different rules. What I will do, Mike, is on that request, mate. What I will do is I'll try to get Kieran Maguire on. I'm not going to profess to be like an accounting expert myself. So what I'll do, mate, is I might put it on the YouTube channel to get Kieran on. If you want a list of subscribers, a list of doesn't make sense, does it? If you want a list of questions for me to answer, I can 100% do that for you, mate. No problem. Fower News is streaming it. It's mate. Honestly, I can. Yeah, Rohit said the same thing as well. But I can stream it. It's fine. Like I've got it up now. Pause. But I've got it up. But I'm just trying to figure out how to mirror it on the TV so I can actually, do the YouTube content and all that sort of stuff on here. Apologies though, everybody. It's my kind of first go at this in a long time. So keep getting your comments in. Afternoon also, Steve, looking strong. Keep getting your questions in, everybody. Dan says, think Joseph is exactly the sort of player we need. Skilled, good mentality, passionate team player. Thought Farker would have seen him play more there this season. I think it's a really good point, Dan. And what I will say is, I think if Matteo Joseph would have featured last year, Leeds would have gone up. And I know that seems like a mad thing to say, but I genuinely believe that. I think he'd have got us another probably 6 to 8, maybe even 10 goals. 10 goals, a bit of a stretch, but maybe 10 to 12 goal contributions in terms of assists. He's always in the right place at the right time. And I actually thought Farker balls that up, if I'm honest with you. So this season, if he manages him really, really well, that's only going to be advantageous for Leeds because we can replace what we had with Somerville. I think Nonto will get some good goal contributions. He played 36 times last season. I didn't realize it was that much. He needs to get way more than 8 goals. I think he needs to be looking at double figures, 13, 14. Rothwell, I think, will get on the score sheet. Bogle will contribute to a lot of goals as well. And then you're going to have Joseph in the middle, who I think is going to get more goals, obviously, than the likes of Peru in the number 9 and Bamford in the 9 as well. So I think Leeds are looking strong. I think the goals are spread out a little bit more. What I'd like to say, everyone, is thank you so much. We already have 1,000 members. 1,000 members? What are your thoughts? Do you want to come over here and tell them what to do? You don't? I'm shy for the camera all of a sudden. Yeah. Good afternoon. Hey, Rob. Does Rothwell take free kicks? He does indeed, mate. Right, I'm going to check this now. Is Rothwell starting? Is Rothwell starting? It's irritating me that this isn't saying it. I'm OCD. Leeds United. Why isn't Rothwell on my script? Let's have a quick look. You guys will know anyway. I'm sure you're going to tell me in the chat. Bam, 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 bam. He is as well. He's not starting, but he's on the bench. I don't know why he's starting with Purdue and Gruev, because Rothwell's been so good in pre-season. Is this him like sort of adapting and going for a maybe, you know, a more like conservative double pivot? I don't really know. So he's gone. Oh, it's just on the bench, isn't it, that I've mucked up? So who have I got on the bench then? Rothwell. I think I've just missed one, haven't I? Have I just missed one? Is it just Rothwell? Right, okay, I'll add that now, guys. Oh, go away. Sorry, my Photoshop's doing my head in. Right, that's just not going to work. So yeah, you're gonna have to deal with it, guys. I'm really sorry. But Rothwell is on the bench, confirmed. Rothwell is on the bench. A complete waste of time there. Like to see Joseph get a couple. 12-1 odds for top goal scorer. Barnsley says Rothwell on the bench. Surprisingly starting over Grove. To be honest, I agree with you, mate. What does the missus think of Somerville going? What do you think of Somerville going? You're pretty gutted.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was really good. Any additional thoughts?
I don't actually know much about it. Where's he going to? Have I made it West Ham?
You haven't made it West Ham. You're correct.
Yeah, I watched a video.
So what are your thoughts? One word response? There's monetization gone. Quick thought. This is how we live, by the way. Quick thoughts on the entire chat. Always telling me, maybe it's because my hair's growing back now. They'll think that I'm a little bit prettier than before. But thoughts on my chat thinking that I'm punching with you? Ridiculous. Tell the chat why.
Because you're an absolute 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. There you go, everybody. Abuse me. Oh, dearie me. Let's have a look. Connor, the shirt looks better on the missus. Here we go. It's going to begin now. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let's not shake.
Oh, yeah.
She's genuinely trying to dance there, by the way. Jesus Christ. Great stuff. Joseph is playing. See, look at this. James Benson. Connor, you're a beautiful man. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Get that ego going. Aronson having stabilized his feet. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be. I think they were more annoyed when I was doing the thumbnail and you were a 5.5 on the thumbnail. What are your thoughts about
That was worse than Somerville going to West Ham.
Much worse than Somerville go to West Ham. I might disagree with that one. But yeah. So yeah, the picture. See, that's where we could have been today. That's where we could have been. Yeah, we nearly did. We were last minute, and they've opened up the West Stand, so we'd have been sat over there. But yeah, they nearly opened up the West Stand, which would have been nice. I don't know what's going on with this stream. What's going on here? I mean, that Miracast doesn't look highly rated, does it? At all. Yeah, guys, make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Really appreciate that. If rumors are true, 20 million rising to 25. What are the 49ers doing? Yeah, Connor, what I'd say is I don't understand how certain reporters have suddenly, it's gone from, so Leeds weren't happy with the fee, right? Leeds weren't happy with the fee. That's a fact, okay? So if they're not happy with the fee and they want it increased, okay, so the So the last message I got from an extremely good source. Okay, are you guys happy with the deal? That's the most important thing. Not finalized yet. Okay, so if that is from the 49ers, this is where I'm really confused. Like, if they're trying to get a better deal, why on earth would they go lower? Like, why would they reduce their value from apparently, which was what, 34, 35 million? Why would they then go back down to 20? This is what I'm really confused over. I'm really confused over the fact that reports are now suggesting that with between 20 and 25 million, that's the full package. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I do wonder whether or not, what's that? Scan the QR code by the device or open the URL. I mean, how the hell do I do that? Scan the QR code by that. Right, guys, you have to hold on with me. But yeah, I just don't see it being a thing. Right. HTTP 192.168. I shouldn't be saying this out loud. See if this works. You guys might be onto something here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I'm just trying to get this because they're out already. For goodness sake. So yeah, we have to get the scoreboard up as well, aren't I? Okay. So how do I share this then, you piece of crap? What a day it looks like as well, by the way. I'm going to click the AirPlay icon. They're all going to be laughing at me here. Click the AirPlay icon. Okay. Well, that's AirDrop. These guys, I'm trying to do this, but I'm trying to also run a stream, and these guys are not going to be happy if I'm not doing it properly. Okay, right. Well, we might have to just look. Everyone's getting so annoyed. You can literally cast your tab in Chrome browser. Okay, right. Let's have a go, mate. You can cast it in Chrome browser. Jesus, look. Honestly, honestly, guys, doing this live is really difficult when you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, Leeds are out, by the way. We've not moved on yet. We've seen the yellow screen everywhere. People are going. Don't get annoyed at me, guys. Cast the device. Is that it? Go on. I think I've got it. Go on. Come on, man. I don't think so. Loading player on Chromecast. My 8-year-old nan will show you. Don't worry, Connor. All men get their rear ends kicked by their wives' girlfriends. The other way around, mate, for me. Bash. Joking. Fiorentina and Everton are in for Everton. Apparently, you can cast Chrome. Yeah, we're trying to do that, mate. Trying to do that right now. But please get your likes on the video, everyone. It's great to see nearly 1,200 of you in the background. Can we get a bit of yellow lighting, please, mate? You guys don't have asked for a lot. This isn't casting. So, abort mission. This is... press a button. Well, this is absolutely rubbish. So we're gonna have to go back. So otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to watch it. And Leeds are about to kick off, so that's helpful. We'll try again. I don't think I'm gonna have any viewers by the end of this. I'm not even kidding. Well, that was absolutely rubbish. Okay, right, this is becoming difficult. Right, all right, we're good. We're good. Right, I need to get the browser on now. This is terrible. You have to. Yeah, and look, we've got a scoreboard as well. Look at that! How exciting! Wow, a scoreboard. But yeah, everybody, we're about to kick off. This is interesting. I'm now doing this through the bloody app. So yeah, we're gonna go on as soon as we kick, and then we get going. Go on the really legal stream and see if we can get it again. Right. Okay. Right, I think we're about 4 minutes behind here, everybody, but it is what it is. Let's go. Bash. And this is our kickoff. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right, Valencia have the ball anyway. Kicking from left to right. Lee's not really pressing in any sort of block as of right yet. Rodon does well. Dan James on that right-hand side as well, which is interesting because that means Nonto is on the left. Obviously, Leeds starting without Christ Somerville here. Going down that right-hand side there, Rodon's going to have to go back to keeper. He does well, Joe Rodon. The kit's looking great. Jaden Bogle, first time seeing him at Ellen Road. Ampadu with the blonde hair. How are Leeds going to play out here? It's Rutter tackled. Valencia playing quite high here. Let me just get the score on everyone because it's definitely not 10 minutes. Okay. One job. What do you mean? What are you going on? There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys, a few technical deficiencies here. The match feed, it's a bit behind and laggy at the minute. Yeah, it is a bit laggy. Kevin says, are you concerned? Go on TV guide. And then clubs TV. Are you concerned about how squad the thin is? No, I'm not, mate. I think we're all right for now, but we do need to bring some other bodies in, of course. Really appreciate all of the support, everybody. We're just at this moment in time on the ball. Elan Melee at the back. I'm just going to configure this. Leeds playing out from the back as well. Pascal Strauch out wide. They're pressing quite high here. This is good for Leeds because we're going to have to play out from the back against some good teams. Firpo, he's been driven back. Strauch. Can Leeds play out of this block? Unfortunately, we're pressed into oblivion right there, which essentially means that we're out of play. That's Gruev. I think he nearly got a nosebleed there. He's about to go forward. Right, so hold that. And let go. Give it a... Right, Leeds win the ball back. Jesus Christ, I'm doing about 400 jobs here. Nonso. On that left-hand side, first time Leeds have got away, really. Good defending by Valencia, though, to be fair. Leeds win it back. Nonto on that left-hand side. It's quite easy to read that. Firpo backs him up, does really well. Nonto again on that side. I mean, Gruev's giving him a bit of task. I mean, that looked like a foul, clash of heads, and it's for some reason it's gone the other way. Classic. It does look like it's a nice day here. Will it work? Right, everyone, a play down. Keeping it cool, Connor. Good work. Yeah, guys, 1,200 of you in the building right now. Please make sure you're slapping a like on the video. As I say, I'm just going to get this timer sorted. Text. We should be on around about now because this is slightly annoying. Keep getting your questions in, everybody. Okay, that should be adjusted. Is that right? Hello. Right. Right, I think we should be going now, everyone, which is good. Right, we're good. We're all good. We're actually up. Jesus Christ, that took a while. Okay, where is? Let's keep getting your comments in, everybody. I'm stunned. A lot of you have just stuck around there, but yeah, you can see the timer just on my head. But that's where we are. Ain't there any live stream I shouldn't watch? I don't know, mate. Don't worry about it, Connor. We come here for you. Keep up the great work. Thank you, my friend Firpo down. I've just seen that, mate. I've just seen that, and yeah, he seems to be back up and running now. Leeds on that right hand side. Rutter, man. Rutter, if you're not watching, everybody had the ball, and it was a really good opportunity for Leeds there, and he's unfortunately got that a little bit wrong on that side. But yeah, that was a good opportunity for Leeds there, actually. Anyway, Valencia playing out from the back. Leeds not really on a press here, but Dan James pressing on the centre back. Goalkeeper. Is the goalkeeper the Mamad Shavili or whatever he's called? You know, the Georgian. Rutter does well, but Leeds competing well here. And I know, look, we're always going to be competing, aren't we, when it comes to this level? But it is this will be a good Valencia team. This will be a Valencia team who will be competing. So if Leeds can, you know, really perform well here, it's going to be decent. Lapper says we come here for the misses as well. I won't get offended. Rutter plays the ball out wide anyway, sweeping ball. Lovely, lovely ball. Nonto now on the left-hand side should do something here. This is where we can see a bit of efficiency, and it's poor from Willie Nonto. That side of the game needs to elevate, in my opinion, this season in terms of just that decision-making, which Willie Nonto has, you know, cutting in. I think Somerville was always nigh on perfect when it came to that. So, and just rode on boots the ball out of play. Come on, Joe. Needs to be better than that. But yeah, Valencia are applying a little bit of a press every time we get the ball, but Willie Nonto had a really good opportunity there. It was 2-on-1. He had Firpo on the overlap and he just ran into the centre-back. That's where the cutting edge needs to happen a little bit more this season for me. That's right, Isaac. Is he in that? I don't think he is he, mate? Or have I've butchered that? Tim Campbell says, what's all this 20 million business with Cree? Will Leeds try? He's concerned. He said he would sit tight at the top until he got a good deal. I think, to be honest, Tim, I wouldn't be too bothered about it. I mean, ball played in here, Valencia with a good opportunity out of nowhere, really, and looks like Joe Rodon's got a free kick, good defending. But yeah, for me, mate, it looks a little bit more like on the understanding that I'm not 100% sure that these reports that are coming out of Leeds selling him for either 20, 25 million. I know 25 million is maybe a little bit more realistic because that's what we've been quoted, but I don't know whether or not that's realistic because so what, Leeds have gone down 10, 15 million quid in valuation overnight. Like some of these reports, what I do with everybody with this sort of stuff nowadays is I'd really take it with a pinch of salt because Romano suddenly is getting quite a bit wrong. You know, you're getting a few of the journos getting bits wrong as well. It's not all accurate right now. I feel journalism has turned into very much not accuracy anymore, but just getting it out first. And I think that's a problem. Jayden Bogle does really, really well. Looks like he's won a corner. Is it a corner or a goal kick? I don't know, but I think it's a goal kick. But first we saw the maybe partnership there of James and Bogle, but I think Bogle's, I mean, that should be a corner. I'm really surprised he's not appealed a little bit more for that. Is it a corner? I can't tell. The screen's not gone out. It is a corner to Leeds United. Right, this is the first time we're going to see a little bit of it. Now, what we need to see here is a good delivery, and this is what we're getting with Rothwell earlier on in pre-season. And I'm wondering now if we're actually going to get a good delivery. I don't want it seeing the first man. Don't hit the first man. Let's get it above and beyond a natural good ball in. It's Gruev here on his favoured left. Ball in, absolutely horrendous. Doesn't beat the first man. Once again, pre-season, it's all to be ironed out. But we need to start elevating problems here. Rothwell, if Rothwell's going to put good set pieces in, start Rothwell because that's going to give us a massive advantage. It's another corner again for Leeds. Can Gruev beat the first man? Second opportunity. Left foot. Doesn't beat the first man again. I have to say, everybody, it winds me up no end that you cannot get a professional footballer of that standard. And it looks like Valencia on the counter-attack here, everyone. We'll wait and see how this does. Willie Nonto actually does really well defensively. But this is the problem that Leeds are going to be facing. And I actually think Valencia have won a free kick. They've won a free kick. So because of Elie Gruev not being able to connect with the football with two separate occasions, not only do we have do we now miss out on the disadvantage of doing something from a set piece, but the other team goes to the other end and creates a chance. And how many times have we seen that for Leeds United? What we need is a player, which we've seen in pre-season with Joe Rothwell, putting the ball in the mixer, okay, and us having patterns when it comes to these corners, how we're going to attack them, how we're going to get around doing them, from a strategic perspective. And it does really irritate me. There's nothing worse. One of the worst things that I go in my room 101. Corners that bit hit the first man. It's just absolutely shocking. And I don't want to be too harsh on him here, but the reason I'm saying this about Gruev is because we saw it all last season as well, and we saw it with the set piece takers, and now I believe it's Mir with a set piece take, a set piece coming up, I should say, for Valencia. We are making our own problems here by just a simple delivery not being effective. Ball played in by Mir. And it's well defended by Leeds United, actually, there. It looks like the Valencia players a little bit hurt, maybe a clash of heads there. But in the first 10 minutes, it's been a decent start by Leeds. I'd say if it was a boxing match, we had the points advantage. But I think the massive frustration for me, once again, is the fact that we just can't seem to put set pieces in, which is just slightly annoying. David Baker says, do you think this will be the starting 11 for our first game, Connor? David, I can see that being the case, mate. I'd say probably the only difference would be maybe Rothwell in there. And potentially that's one of those where you look at, if Rothwell's going to be coming in, I would say maybe it's because of potentially set pieces, but who knows? But yeah, that needs to be better. At least needs to be better, much better at that this season. Set pieces have to bloody improve because it's just not. It's unfortunately not good enough for you to just be hitting the man on set pieces all the time. Remy says I'd be looking at Yasser Esprilla from Watford. Can play 10, but also can fill in the wings if needed. Can spot a pass in those low blocks. Yeah, he can, but I think he's on the way to Ren, mate. But anyway, Jaden Bogle on the ball. Dan James, nice little link up between these two. Dan tries to take him on. Blocked. Jaden Bogle, can he retain possession? And he should have won a free kick there. They're pressing really high, and you can tell Valencia are a different caliber, maybe, to a different caliber team. Well, they are to Hanover and Schalke. You can just tell there's a real pressing efficiency. They look a lot more technical on the ball. And they're really harrying Leeds here. They're really pressing us high, but it's a good test this for us. Willian Yonto on that left-hand side, cuts inside. Obviously, this is a man who should be taken, this season by the horns. Joe Rodon with the second successive ball that is put out of play. If Joe's building up from the back, he looks stressed, doesn't he, right there, Joe Rodon? But look, Joe, you need to be meeting your pass there, mate. That's two successive ones. One to Dan James and now to Bogle, where he's just booting it out of play. Needs to be crisper there. Has to be crisper. Anyway, well done. Gruev wins the ball high. Matteo Joseph gets crowded out. And Valencia win the ball back. Different test there. Valencia look decent. They look half decent. But Leeds are definitely the more attacking force, obviously. But, we just don't want to be pressed into a little bit of a mistake here. Gruev on the ball now. He's got time to go forward. Forward, Gruev. Forward. Plays the ball out wide. Firpo as left back here. Nonso. Okay, Leeds do well. Nice interchange. Oh, brilliant. Matteo Joseph. It's 1-0 to Leeds. It's 1-0 to Leeds. And who is it? It's Matteo Joseph. You're right. It is Matteo Joseph. Who else would it be? It's a brilliant team goal by Leeds United. Back to front. Lovely interchange on the left. And that is 1-0 to Leeds United. And I think it is deserved, to be quite honest with you. Let's update that score, everybody, because it looks very nice when we do that. And fantastic news. Great goal by Matteo Joseph. Took it well, cut inside the defender. And I'd say fully deserved for Leeds United there. And Matteo Joseph, the man who I was told last season, listen, it's not an I told you so thing, but come on. We all knew that this guy is the man. He is the man. And it's Leeds United 1, everybody. Valencia 0. Lovely little change inside there and a fantastic finish. Look, that's what his 4th goal in pre-season. He's absolutely buzzing. I'm so happy for him. Fantastic goal. And as Alex says, star boy. What a lad, says Jeremy. It's a fantastic goal. And this is probably where Guru's saying it. Afternoon, Guru. Afternoon, mate. How you doing? This is what I'm talking about when it comes to Somerville, everybody. We would mention it on the stream when it came to KG that the goals are going to be spread around a little bit more. Rothwell's going to get a goal. Bogle's going to contribute a lot. I'm really hoping that Willian Yonto's going to get there and thereabouts as well. But you're going to get goals from a centre forward, which we've not had. You're going to get Peru involved as well. Lovely interchange by Leeds, unlucky. Rutter nearly getting Dan James away. But once again, fantastic play, has to be said, from Jorginho Rutter, who's looked imperious in the pre-season. Rutter again, driving towards goal. Still got it. Joseph. Ooh, unlucky. Is that what's going on here? Oh, was it a penalty? Was it a penalty? I don't know. Joseph's down. What I like about Joseph as well, I have to say, he's going to do what you should do as a centre forward, and there's going to be a bit of gamesmanship as well. He might go down a little bit lightly for a penalty, if I should say, and that's what we need. We're too honest as a team. Way too honest as a team, but Joseph's looking sharp already, isn't he? Absolutely love that. And I'm so happy what all of us were talking about last season in terms of being vindicated with what we're saying when it comes to him. He should be starting to look. This is the goal contribution from him. That's how good he is, Looking good. That is what he does exactly, everybody. Slap a like on the video for Leeds United. I'm really happy there's nearly 1,700 people in the building. What have you got to say to them? Come on, Aaron, say. Come on. Come on.
Hi, I'm being dragged back.
So why should they? Why should they subscribe?
Because One Leeds is where all the top Leeds content is.
Okay. Anything else?
To get the why else?
Well, to get the why else? Why else would why would you subscribe to the One Leeds Fan Channel?
See your face.
See? Right. Okay.
You get all like the best news, watch along.
What else?
Football knowledge.
Football knowledge. Ball knowledge.
Football.
Footballs. Lots of footballs. Yes. Okay, so Dan James has gone down. That looks like a free kick to Leeds United right there on 16 minutes. So, yeah, really good start by Leeds. It has to be said. We need that fan up here, by the way. It's absolutely boiling. Are you on fan duty? Oh, talk. You are the biggest fan. Bad. Where's the little one? The little blue one? Okay. Essentially. Okay, leads to the free kick now. So we've got another set piece taker here. This is what I don't like, I have to say, when it comes to Leeds having too many different set piece takers, because I just think consistency is key. Now it's Dan James. Now he's probably going to put a decent ball in, but I just would like to see a little bit more consistency, and that's why you need Joe Rothwell on the pitch, I think, as well. Just consistency with that. Dan James, anyway, lift that ball in. And it should have been 2-0 to Leeds United, and that is exactly where you get the danger of Pascal Struijk in there already, winning set pieces like that. The thing is with Dan, maybe he didn't put enough whip on it there to maybe direct the ball, but Struijk should have done better there. He didn't get enough power on it. But yeah. Why are you bringing that up? I can't believe you just put that on camera. That archaic time machine. Right, okay. Right, pause in play, everybody. Pause in play. Referee seems to be Jesus. Double the impact. Okay. Carl says Pascal could be massive. Do you think Verbal sit on the bench? Do you know what? Lewis should start over Sleepy, Perron, Barnd or Bamford. Do you know what I think though, Lewis? I think we're going to have a number 10 role. I think we're going to have a number 10 role for Joel Peru. I think that's the way Leeds are going to go this season. So I think he's going to be starting a bit more. Ball played through here. Valencia over the top. Ampadu tries to physically beat the midfield and does really well. They're a physical team in that midfield. They're a big bunch. And Firpo does really well. He's had a great... That's not a free kick. The referee's soft as you know what. Valencia player rolling on the floor in a pre-season friendly. Listen, the Spaniards know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. But could I bother you for a drink? A cup of sloppy.
Coffee?
Sloppy.
That's coffee, isn't it?
No, a cup of sloppy.
I'm not sure. You're speaking of the language.
A cup of sloppy. Sounds a bit dodgy, this on stream, doesn't it? A cup of sloppy. I had a mate in school. Who used to say it to me, and it was a cup of sloppy.
I just said coffee.
No, it's not coffee though. I've told you this before. Tea. I don't know why it's a cup of sloppy.
No, it's
Careful. Sloppy Joe's a burger, I think. Right, Valencia free kick anyway. Right, come on, Leeds. Melee here. First time he's going to face a strike on goal here. Confident goalkeeping. That's a terrible free kick. Leeds with the second ball winner here, hopefully. Rutter pressing high, force him all the way back. Go on, well done. Good pressing by Leeds. Looks like it's going to go all the way back. So go all the way back to keep. That'd be nice. They played the ball forward now. Oh, Firpo does really well. Well done, Junior Firpo. Now, see, the issue is there. I think a lot of teams were doing this in the Championship last season as well, everybody. When you are pressing so high, the issue is if you get like a decent team who sort of know what they're doing, they'll just play the ball over the top. And that's what just happened with Valencia there. We pushed out so far. We had Dan James and Rutter leading the press with Joseph following them. Valencia just put the ball over the top. And then it's up to your back line to keep them offside, and Leeds weren't doing that then. It's a Valencia corner right now anyway. Ball to be whipped in. Awful delivery. What on earth's going on with corners and Leeds? And Graves headed it right back out towards him, which is annoying. Be nice if we didn't have to defend another corner again, but there we go. Guys, there's nearly 2,000 of you in the building. Please make sure you're slapping a like on. I think the kit looks better. The kit looks better. Ball delivered again. It's another poor one, but it's a Valencia winner, and that's their first effort on goal. Okay. Michael Brown says, Connor, despite what you and KG were saying, I still back Bamford. So long as he's in Leeds shirt, he will have a part to play this season. Farke likes his contribution, but Joseph will be the number one. Yeah, and I get that, mate. I get that. Football Guru, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. You're a top man. I really appreciate your constant help with the channel. I get what you're saying, mate. I do understand what you're saying when it comes to Bamford, but what I would say is, like, we've moved on, mate. We have moved on, and that's what a football club needs to do. It's elevation, it's development, it's evolution. And you know, I think that, you know, this whole Bamford, Cooper, Ayling, Dallas, it was a product of its time. It really was. And look, I'm sure Bamford might get, you know, a certain amount of goals this season, but there's got to be a point in our Leeds United lives, everybody. I mean, this guy is closing in on 10 years at the club. The end of his contract, he'll be 10 years at the club. I would say in that 10-year period, unless he does something different for the latter 2 years, which I don't think he will, because I think his career is going to go downhill a little bit. I'd say one season in the Premier League was good, and I'd have question marks over the rest. Ampadu playing the ball forward, lovely little lofted ball. I'm really happy with what I've just seen from Ethan Ampadu from that midfield. Jorginho Rutter now in the corner, which is not where Valencia want him to be. 1v1, does his man, does another man. Superb from Jorginho Rutter. And it's a corner, should be a corner season. And that is exactly what Jorginho Rutter do. You do not want that man 1v1. And he's I tell you what, just flustered his shirt there. And you abs of steel. Jesus Christ. That's all it takes, everyone. Just some abs. But really good from Jorginho Rutter. And it is a corner. Notice that Matteo Joseph was going to the front post there as well, everybody, if you're live on stream with me here. Okay, Gruev now. I want to see a good ball in. Corner. Better. Much better. Oh, better from Leeds. Oh, I like it. Was that Pascal again? It was cleared off the line. But Leeds winning 2 successive. Nothing. You've not missed anything, but nearly scored from a corner. Rutter. Brilliant. Firpo, Gruev. Oh, it's good defending. It's really good defending. So somehow the Valencia number 12 veered off Junior, Firpo, and Dan James. Leeds are looking good. Gruev, I should say. Leeds are looking really, really good, everybody, if you're not watching. I think, was that Strauch again? Connor, is Rothwell on the bench? He is, mate. Yeah, apologies for that. Unfortunately, the graphic isn't accurate. But yeah, he is on the bench. I just forgot to add him. Gruev, anyway. With another ball in here. Let me just make sure the time is all good. I think it's fine. It is fine. Yeah, we're on track. Time is just at the top, everybody. Gruev now to whip another ball in. Now, the last ball in was really good. Gruev, short corner this time. Like it. Dan James, he's played it back to him. Is he offside there? See, okay. Dan James there. This is where Dan James doesn't have a brain. Okay, at points. And I love Dan, but this is where the football IQ of Dan James, sometimes I will always have in question. Gruev plays a short ball to him. Dan James doesn't even take a touch, wait for Gruev to get back on side. He just plays the ball back to him. He's offside. Dan, use your brain. Last season, look, seasons before that, we'd literally worry about Dan James's composure and football IQ. He just seemed to be a runner. But last season, really good in terms of output. And just generally, you know, his play for the side was exceptional with what he was exposed to. And once again, I don't know what he's doing here. Bogle's just signed to Dan James, get on the field. He was trying to control the ball whilst being off the pitch there, Dan James, and it is a Valencia throw-in. Just sometimes if he's starting for Leeds United, we need, especially with Somerville going here, we desperately need some high level of composure at this level because we've lost a lot of composure when it comes to crisis in Somerville. Now Valencia, third part of position, ball on that right-hand side, played the ball in. It's a poor ball in, but they recover it on that left-hand side. Dan James up against number 21. 21 plays it back to 12, who's looking like a good little defender here. Ball played in, cleared out by Joe Rodon. And, yeah. God, thank you. Ooh. Thanks. Oh, and... a lot of space there, and that would have been Jayden Bogle out of position. But what's everyone making of it so far? People watching, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Who's impressing you the most, Paul? From what I've seen, mate, it just has to be Joseph. There's not been a massive standout for me so far, but it's just Joseph, one chance, one goal. That's what we need as well. You know, it's a proper finisher. So I'd go with Joseph so far. Rutter's been superb again, absolutely superb in these tight spaces. Who else has been decent so far? I think Pascal's looked comfortable on the ball. Firpo's looked good. They're probably the standouts for me. I'd like to see a little bit more of Bogle on this right-hand side, to be honest with you. I'd like to see a little bit more of him getting a bit further forward. I'd like to see Melier be tested as well. Can he deal with that? Melier roofing the ball. It's good to see a bit of variation in his play. Ampadu's really having to work, and that's a foul again for Leeds United. Superb play, superb hold-up play by the man of the moment, Matteo Joseph, against their centre-back. Some people told me that he wasn't old enough to be physical with championship centre backs, and he's doing it with Valencia, top 5, top 6 club in Spain. He's doing it with their centre backs like he did with Chelsea's. Dan James, anyway, falls on the floor and gets a free kick. Well done, Dan. Well done. But you can tell the metronome already is Jorginho Rutter again. To think we paid more for James than we were for Cree. Look comfortable, Connor says Lappers. I agree, mate. Yeah, when it comes to, let's have a talk about some of those replacements here. You can bring in a number 8 and number 10. Gabby Sara's now not going to come because he went to Scum. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Rutter gets hacked down there. That should be a yellow card. You absolute you-know-what house. And the referee's not even given a free kick. Rutter is writhing around on the floor in pain and the referee hasn't even given a free kick. I think that would be, for me, what you would then call a reducer back on that individual. So Jorginho Rutter has just been clattered off the ball there. So if I was to say, I'm going to now put in a reducer or he's going to get a receipt, what do you think that would be? So Rutter's been fouled. It's a pre-season friendly, so you're probably not going to get a serious, you're not going to get a red card or a yellow card. If I said to you, right, he's hurt my team, mate, I'm now going to put a reducer in on him, what do you reckon that would be? You're going to go and get him, yeah?
Kick him.
Going to go and kick him. Yeah, it's a pre-season friendly, so I think that was a bit of a nasty tackle on Rutter. So if I was Ampadu, you just go and smash him. Smash him. Give him a little bit of a smash. But yeah, back to it, everybody. When I'm discussing replacements, I think Johnny Rowe would be a top addition, but I think Leeds are probably going to go. I would, if I'm Leeds. It's an awful pass back from Joe Rodon. Joe Rodon's not had a good start. His distribution's not been good. Put under a bit of pressure by Valencia. He's not looked great, I don't think. If we're to be a little bit harsh. But yeah, if I'm to be specific about replacements, I'd definitely look at Rowe. I don't think Whittaker's the right replacement for Leeds United. But I think what I would probably do is maybe Raksaki as a loan, who can compete with the front line. And then I would be looking at bringing in a number 8/10. Gruev has the ball now. Strout did so well there. Now, can Gruev go forward? What about that switch? What about the switch? No, plays it safe again. Okay, the switch on there for the other side there. When it comes to Gruev. Gruev, whip that ball in, please. Nice little ball there. Firpo falls over, which is not ideal. Gruev again. Play to the whistle, outside of the box. Nonto, is he offside? No. Get that ball in, Nonto. Ethan Ampadu has a crack, blocked. Okay, a little bit of ingenuity here. I don't want us to just be Rutter FC when it comes to ingenuity. We need to steer a little bit more creativity in and around the box, and that is why we are calling for a number sort of 8, 10, really. We need a little bit more guile in and around the box, and I feel it is just... And Joe Rodon's having a shocker, everyone. For the third time, he's just put the ball out of play. He needs to get his head sorted here because he's going to be competing with Verba as well for that position. But playing out from the back, he's been pressed 3 times now. He's kicked the ball out of play 3 times. And I'm just saying, throughout the season, you will get teams pressing Leeds a little bit. I think you're going to get teams sitting in a bit of a low block, but in phases during games, he needs to get on it here. And like I always said to everyone, Pascal Struijk is the passer from the back. And when all those people said, look, we didn't need Pascal. We did need Pascal. We did need Pascal because Joe Rodon's distribution just isn't as good as Pascal's. But once again, he's putting us under a little bit of pressure there. Needs to get a bit better in those situations for me. She made you a brew, yeah? She has, mate. Learning your last, Connor, some proper football terminology. Smash him. I'm surprised nobody said about a cup of sloppy. Type it on your phone, a cup of sloppy, because I actually don't know if it's a thing. It might come up with something a bit wrong, but hopefully it doesn't. Well, it's your Google search. A cup of sloppy Joe.
Oh, ew.
Is that what?
No, it came with that's beef.
Beef stroganoff? What is a beef stroganoff?
Beef in like a gravy kind of vibe.
Beef in gravy.
Yeah,
Beef in gravy?
Like, no, it's like a gravy kind of sauce. And they have, oh no, it's not. Or is it a creamy mushroom sauce?
Creamy mushroom sauce, maybe. Right, Leeds have the ball anyway. W says, Rodden had a few poor, pre-season. We're not getting him into the game though, are we, with Nonto yet, everybody? I think we need to start switching the ball a little bit more, and that comes from the midfield. You've got to switch it quickly. I'm still not maybe seeing enough switch of play when we're so expansive. Right on cue, Ethan Ampadu just whipped it out this left foot. It's a cracking ball. It's a brilliant ball. Dan James has done so well to get there as well. It's a lovely ball from Ethan Ampadu. Jorginho Rutter, and that's, Jorginho Rutter doing his thing. He somehow got through again. How the ball just sticks to his feet like that, I'll genuinely never know. He's so good in those situations. But if he gets that final ball right, it's mesmeric. And I think when it comes to Rutter, I am a little bit scared of what's going to happen towards the end of the window, because this guy, he could definitely play at Premier League level. And he's shown it against the Valencia side, as I mentioned several times, who are very, very good and will be good this season. They'll be, top 6, top 8. In the La Liga. Go over the corner anyway. Awful ball in. What would be in room 101? Bad corners.
Yeah, they hit the post especially.
No, if they hit the post, I'd say that as an improvement. Hit the first man. Oh, God. At least they've scored. Cup of Rosie Lee. Michael says, I really do hope the 49ers continue with the policy of Rads or to bring in young talent at low cost. Joff, Somerville, Nonso, Greenwood, Cody, Perkins, Joseph might cover a few gems. Yeah, definitely. I think they've got to have a little bit of praise for that, really, mate. I think you're right. Leeds under a bit of pressure here. And Firpo winning a free kick in dubious scenario there. Valencia were through. I mean, they are. It's a very competitive affair, this. It's a very competitive affair. Leeds will do well not to pick up a few injuries here. I mean, Firpo did buy that one a little bit, I have to say. Nearly 2,000 of you in the building. Everybody, please make sure you're slapping a like on the video, getting your comments in. Con, challenge. Find a synonym for mesmeric. Leeds win the free kick as well. No, they don't. It's Bogle. Junior Firpo. Good delivery. Yeah. Oh, unlucky. Joseph nearly had it there. Leeds with a good opportunity. Synonym for mesmeric. What about spellbinding? Oh, Valencia coming through the thirds here too easily. Nonto needs to track his man in the middle. Rodon does well. And have we won a goal kick? I think we have won a goal kick, haven't we? Rodon did well there. Good defending on 35. Spellbinding. How about that? Jack says, hey, Jack, genuinely, why can't a professional footballer beat the first man? Mate, I have no idea. It winds me up so much. As you guys know, 5-yard passes that don't meet their man does my head in, but there is nothing worse than Alaya Grave for 3 corners now, hitting the first man. It's really frustrating. It's such an opportunity for us, it's such an opportunity for us to gain a goal. And right now is our first series. Ampadu's playing these fantastic balls, by the way, from deep, which I'm really enjoying. Keeper falls over. Oh, but yeah, So Ampadu's playing these long balls, which is, this is what we need to start. There's no way you can compare Gruev in that middle to Ampadu, because Ampadu just does so much more. Ticks the ball over. He's defensively better. Oh, Bamford's warming up. God. What's a free kick to Valencia? It does look nice, doesn't it? The kit does look nice. Betty's elder says dazzling comes to mind, but your suggestion of spellbinding is better. Mesmerizing or mesmeric? I think mesmeric. It just has a bit more of an impact. Good to see Ampadu back in his strongest position. Paul says, "You happy with the Red Bull advertising boards?" To be honest, Paul, I just don't really care, mate. I just don't. It doesn't really bother me, mate. To be quite frank with you, it looks better than boxed, doesn't it? Boxed everywhere. But you are seeing boilers on the side, which is never ideal. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather like a big franchise Red Bull, which makes us look a little bit more professional than boilers been advertised. But there we go. Can't disrespect the sponsors too much. Okay. Jayden Bogle, pressed high. I don't know what is going on. This is a feisty match, everyone. This is a feisty match. Ampadu's getting annoyed. Diving round everywhere. It's a shame, really, in a pre-season friendly, but you can tell they're just agitating the Leeds players. Especially in the middle. I think Ampadu's having a bit of a difficult time, really, because they're really clipping at his heels all the time. Strauch. Lovely crossfield ball. Dan James, bit of time and space now. What can he do? Goes back to Bogle. Bogle follows his run. Not enough bend on that from Rutter. See what he was trying to do, but not enough bend on that. You could see that from the execution. So we've got around about 8 minutes till half time, everybody. Bogle out of position here, and it looks like Valencia are on the counter-attack a little bit, and Ampadu does so well. It's not a free kick, it's a fantastic tackle from Ethan Ampadu in that midfield, which allows Junior Firpo to come away with the ball. Now, this is where Leeds need to be economical. Can Nonto offer something? He's on the ball now. Coming inside a little bit. Does well. Gives the ball to Bogle. Bogle to Dan James now. Can we stand up and deliver? He does. Good ball in. Good defending. Really good defending. But Leeds, can we win the ball back again? We're up against a good team here. They're a good side. They're pressing high. They're physical. They're proper athletes in the midfield as well. They're good on the ball. They're a good little challenge, this. And Rutter does well again. Fantastic defensive work. Rutter, I think we would have to say he's been the best player on the pitch. And this is going to continue. I think this is going to continue, and literally where I'm so worried about him potentially leaving the club. What formation today, Tim? Formation is a 4-2-3-1, buddy. Get Dan James on corners. No, don't do that. Blake 7. It says, is that a name as well? Blake 7. That's a cracking name. Sounds like Shed 7. Does it? Probably not. What do you say, Blake? Who scored? It's Matty O'Joseph, mate. Who else? Who else could it be? You lost. Okay. Okay, Rodon being pressed a little bit. Better ball. Fantastic from Rutter as he kept it in play. Just outside. Unlucky. Right foot as well. Weak foot. How would you describe Rutter as a player? Give me a nice word. Not mesmeric. Any other? Maybe a synonym of mesmeric? Hypnotic. Right in the chat. Hypnotic kind of. Yeah. Hypnotic. Is he hypnotic? Yeah, but I feel like mesmerizing and hypnotic are quite different. Wow, you're hypnotized by that play. Okay. Okay. Anyway, Valencia coming away with the ball. Ampadu. Rutter leaves it. Rutter wins it. Big chance here for Leeds United. Jorginho Rutter. Jorginho Rutter, great skill. Rutter! Oh, it's delightful. He's chipped the Valencia team, and I'm worried about this man getting absolutely locked. He can't. Is he going to be with us in the championship? What a goal. Oh, my God. What a goal. Babe, I can't tell you how good that is. He dummies the man. The keeper comes out and he chipped. That is absolutely fantastic by Jorginho Rutter. Give him a new contract. Just do not let him go, Leeds. Please, Leeds United. What a fantastic goal. That is goal of the season in pre-season. What a goal. And look, we were talking about hypnotic. We were talking about mesmeric. We were talking about spellbinding. All of that was encompassed in Jorginho Rutter's finish. Oh, it was. What a finish. Get your thoughts in the chat, everybody. What did you think to that? Wow. We are being treated to some Jorginho Rutter magic today, aren't we? Fantastic. What a goal. What a goal. And let me just update that scoreboard. Okay. No, we don't want that on there. That's a peacock. 2-0. What a goal. What a goal. Right, let's see what you guys said in the chat about that. Let's go. I've said Rutter's worth 50 million quid. Rutter is the instigator. Get him off so nobody scouts him. Mate, that's what I'm thinking. Get him off the pitch. I don't want to see any more. Like, they can't let this guy go. And I immediately jumped to a negative, but he's too good. He is too good. Yeah, fantastic goal. And it's been a really good performance. Like, the thing is, what you've got to measure Leeds with here is, and Ampadu's getting involved there. I mean, he's just absolutely smashed. Ampadu is all of us. It just smashes their midfielder. But yeah, Leeds have been very good when it comes to not conceding that much. I think a little bit, if I'm being hypercritical, Joe Rodon's passing out from the back hasn't been great, in build-up. I think Gruev maybe is a little bit lateral. I've been really impressed with Ampadu. He's been solid. Firpo's been really good again. Bogle, solid. Rutter, just dazzling. Bobby Dazzler. And I'm just really happy that Joseph's got a goal against. And can we keep a clean sheet, everyone? That'd be great, wouldn't it? Anyway, Valencia coming on this left-hand side. The number 12 is actually a good little player. Anyway, here come Valencia. Ball played through and good defending by Leeds. Good defending, Leeds. Ben says, who the bloody hell are Valencia anyway? More like Accrington Stanley. Where did they finish last season? Let's have a little check. Valencia season finishes. Let's have a look. So Valencia finished, just to give you all a bit of context, finished 9th. God, that, do you know what? To say they were like, Valencia was so good back in even just 17 and 18, 19, it was like 4th. So it's like 9th, 13th, 9th, 14th, 9th. So yeah, gone of the days of Unai Emery and Valverde. So Rafa Benitez won in the league. Do you remember that? Bloody hell. 9th in La Liga, but still it's a hell of an achievement this for Leeds. So free kick there, we'll have that. Yeah, well done. Matteo Joseph again holding the ball up well. Do you see the difference, everybody, as well? I know a lot of you do love Bamford, but the difference is just night and day, isn't it? It is absolute night and day between those two. But is this their starting 11? Do you know what, Martin? I don't mind it, mate. And do you know what I don't like, Martin? And I'm not saying you're doing this, bud, but what I don't like is people saying pre-season doesn't matter. It does matter. Because if you go into the season, let's say like a Derby County, and you've just got battered throughout pre-season, that's going to take a bit of a hamper on your mental, 100%, because you're going to be out thinking everything or overthinking everything. Well, that's half time, everyone. Half time. Happy with that. 2-0 to Leeds United. It feels like that went on for a long time. I can't hear what you're saying.
Scored 2 lovely goals.
What was your favourite goal?
The second one.
The second one. Matteo has all the skills. Pablo Aimar, what a player. Great knowledge there, Rob. Got to keep Rutter and Willie, then we'll go up, no problem. If we sort of like simmered down a little bit then to, and it's not to say that, this is a bit of a overreaction by people because, I get it. It's football. I understand that. But are we looking at this a little bit more? Like, this is what I was trying to say, everybody, when it came down to maybe, and me and Gabe were speaking about this on the reaction yesterday on the Patreon. I think what we've got to look at right now is the team. And this is what I've been trying to say on a lot of my streams in terms of the Hanover game, the Schalke game, even the Harrogate game. Without Somerville, Leeds have been really good. Like, they've still been really good. Somerville's not started any of the preseason games. And I think we've got to look at that. And we've got to, look at this performance. And I expected Leeds to either get a draw or win today. We might still draw the game. We might still lose the game. Hopefully that won't happen. I'm sure we'll win it now. But Leeds are at a point now where we have so much quality across the pitch that even with Peru not playing, even with Rothwell not playing, Leeds have got a list of quality. And we are beating a La Liga team here pretty comfortably. We have beaten two German sides in the Bundesliga 2 standings, of which both are going for promotion. So I'm really struggling as a football fan here to see the negative. Now, Archie going and Somerville going, not ideal, okay? But if we replace, which we will do, I firmly believe, in the 8 or 10 position and maybe spread that around, potentially a fullback, who knows? I've never, and on the channel, I've never really gone out there and said, yeah, we're in deep trouble here. We're in big trouble. I think, you sell your Nonto, you sell your Rutter, and we're having a different conversation, of course. But Somerville leaving, we always knew that was going to happen. And from where Leeds were in terms of last season and it being Archie's first season and him coming in and him doing what he did last season, which was very, very good. Did have phases where he was off. We have to be honest here. He wasn't fantastic throughout. And for Leeds to get 40 million quid and Joe Rodon in return, I think that's cracking business. You're seeing right now that Jayden Bogle's looking good, I think. We have got that depth as well of even like a Brendan Aronson not featuring. Pat Bamford obviously there as well. And I just think right now Leeds are in a position of which is a position of strength and a position of real ability to go and attack this league. And even with or without Somerville, and I know people are going to be convinced on this performance now, but I was sort of saying this beforehand, like Nonto, Rutter, and then you'd have had even if you'd put Aronson in there or Peru or James, and then up front you've got Joseph and essentially putting Peru up there or whatever. It's still a hell of a lot of attacking options at this level. And that's the key thing to note, everybody, at this level. We're not playing your Valencias every week, which is sort of a Premier League comparative. We are playing Championship players. And that's not to be disparaging on the Championship. It's going to be a tough old season, and we know that. And a lot of it is the arduous games, the endeavour, the energy that these players put into it, and injuries and all this sort of stuff. And this is probably the freshest the players are going to be. We know throughout seasons players pick up injuries, and are we one Matteo Joseph injury away from disaster already? That's looking at the pessimistic side of things, but that's why you need to spread out the goals. And I think we've seen that with the addition of Rothwell, Bogle, Joseph coming into the side, Pascal being back when it comes to set pieces. We've already seen in that first half 3 headers by Pascal from set pieces. This is the danger that he possesses. So I think overall, everyone, there's a lot of positives when it comes to Leeds spreading those goals out. And yet, not ideal Somerville going, but I think it was a lot more of a hope than an expectation, to be honest. I think a lot of us, if we're being real, have just been sort of maybe irritated by the fee. But how I would look at it is here's one for you. If the 49ers are happy with the fee and they're happy to negotiate and wiggle around their product, which is Leeds United, and able to make their product better, if they're happy with it, why would we not be happy with it? Do you see what I mean? So we're not accountants. Some of you might be financial sort of gurus, but I don't understand if the 49ers are upset with it, which they're not. Why would we be upset by it? If they're happy with the fee, he's not forced himself out. It's not weird circumstances. He's just left the club to West Ham. If they're happy with the fee, why should we be upset with the fee? That's what I don't understand. Ed says Gruev looks so ready to get forward now. Really liking his development in pre-season. Rothwell, brilliant cover too. I would still start Rothwell if I'm honest, mate. Adam says that was as impressive as hell. Does Valencia's midfield exist? Says Richard Holland. I think Valencia have looked. Shout out to you, King Cobra, as well. He's just become a member. I actually think they've been pretty decent in the midfield, and they're not creating a lot of chances, but it's that they're fighting with Leeds. But we're just too good. I think Ampadu's been excellent. I think Gruev has disappointed me in terms of his delivery into the box. I have to say that. But overall, the Leeds United balance has looked excellent, and Matteo Joseph, so happy for him again. And is the likes of Rutter and Nonto going to come to centre stage now? The main boy's gone. We forget Nonto's younger. Yeah, Nonto is younger than Somerville was. So is he going to take on that mantle now? You've got to really, really hope so. So yeah, I'm really, really excited with what I've seen. And look, fully respect Portsmouth, but if we're on our A game, Portsmouth aren't going to be any competition. The greatest of respect. Will says Joseph is him. Guru in the building again with 1 membership. You lucky so-and-sos. Yeah, thanks again, Guru. Really appreciate that, everybody. And all the donations as well go towards the channel as well. Daniel's off, 1 a.m. here. I have to go to bed. See you later, mate. Hope you're all good, buddy. But yeah, it's all looking quite good, isn't it? Now you know why Fark. Oh, God. Now you know why Fark didn't play Joseph. He was saving him for Christmas. Yeah, I was thoroughly expecting this, mate. The fact that Fark has not been playing him all of last season, of which I think Joseph would have got us a few points towards the back end of last season. Now it was a masterstroke by Daniel Farker. I'm not having that, everybody. And I'm high on Leeds at this moment in time, but I am still a little bit maybe cautious of Daniel Farker. A little bit cautious. I want to see us adapting in games. I want us able to break down back fives. I want to see us a little bit more solid in transition at the back. And I think a lot of that, I want to see us being more pragmatic when it comes to going into a 3 in game as well. And yeah, if that all happens and we make the most of this Leeds United side and we reach our potential, which this side should, yeah, really happy. King Cobra says, please like and subscribe. It helps Connor. And that better be Yorkshire tea. Keep up the great work. Mate, look, there was a period of time where I lived in Sheffield and I tried their pissy tea, whatever it was. They've got like a local brew. Awful. Manchester, unfortunately, I am on the dark side. Blame the missus for that. But yeah. They have this like something called BT, and it is just absolute dross. Nothing is like Yorkshire tea. Nothing. Let's have a look. Ed as well, back in here again. So impressed by this performance. Please carry this form through to the season. Strong start and pull away at Christmas. It'd be nice that, wouldn't it, Ed? It'd be nice for Leeds to, us to be that team. Us to be that team that just breaks away. That would be lovely, mate. And for it to be all wrapped up, that would be so unlike Leeds United, but it would be nice. It really would be nice. Afternoon, Connor. Hope you're good. Are you right? Lee's in the building as well. Afternoon, Connor. Just joined the live with the scorers. If you've just joined, everybody, Rutter with one of the best finishes you'll ever see. Sat down a defender, sat down the keeper and chipped him. And it was a lovely, lovely, delicate finish. That was the second that just went in before the halftime whistle. And then we saw, obviously, we saw an absolutely sublime finish as well by Matteo Joseph. So exactly what we wanted to see in pre-season. And a really good performance from the Whites, I have to say. A really good performance of which we're looking good. Michael says, Connor, when you go to ER this season, will you be filming at ER and doing after-match comments as you leave the stadium? I love your input that on the podcast, as well as Brownie when he's in the house. Yeah, mate, we'll get Brownie back on. Of course we will. We'll get him back on. Hope to get KG on as well at some point, a little bit more regularly through the season. Yeah, of course we can get Brownie on. Brownie's one of my good pals. I'll get him back on. It's just when he can. When he can. Mr. David Brown is a very, very busy man. From South Korea. Come on, Leeds. Shout out to you, my friend. Yusuf's in the building saying Jorginho star. Welsh tea's pretty good. Hugh, you'll have to send us some. I'll give you a PO box, mate. You can send me some. Guys, listen, don't normally ask this as well, but what I will say is, could you slap a like on the video? Would really appreciate that. We're going to be sticking around for the second half here on One Leeds. We are going to be doing watch-alongs throughout the season as well. It is 4:00. And yeah, we've looked excellent. Leeds have looked really good. If you want some bonus bits as well, everybody, we are doing a soft launch for something really exciting on the Patreon in around about a week's time, which I've met a couple of people for this morning as well. If you want to get involved with One Leeds and you are a local business, please email One Leeds Fan Channel @gmail.com. Michael, I presume you're talking about me here, mate. But thank you so much. Aspo says, have to say this, but it's really promising. I know things can change, but if the team keep this up mentality, Red Bull did give us wings. Yeah, and look, we know that this season's going to be a drag. It's not all going to be as hunky-dory as this. And can you judge Leeds United purely on pre-season? You can't. But what I will say is beating Valencia, beating Hanover, beating Schalke, obviously beating Harrogate at the start of the season, which is, you don't really count that in those three. It's 3 really good wins, everybody. It's putting you in good stead, and it's giving the team confidence. Like, people say pre-season doesn't matter, but I would say, like, going through pre-season, and I mentioned Derby before, if you're getting smacked up in pre-season, Derby is an example. They've been beaten by Chesterfield, they've been beaten by Barnsley, they've got walloped by another team in and around Derbyshire as well, I think. If that happens, your team's going to be like low on confidence. So from a mentality aspect, it's all well and good people saying pre-season doesn't matter, but it definitely does elevate your confidence going into the season if the starting 11 are doing pretty well. I think as well. I'd be really surprised if Leeds went into the season now and just bombed. I really would be. Let's have a look. 55th birthday today, and Leeds 2 up with sheer class goals. Can't get any better. I've out for dinner later. Good lad football. Where do you live, mate? Where do you live? Not in a weird way, but where do you live? Cumbrian, Pepper UK, all Leeds, aren't we? Hey, mate. Neil says that rota finish was ridiculous. Really need to hold on to him, or we might be in trouble. Connor, would you take Whittaker, says the Magician? No, mate, I wouldn't. I think we can get, system-wise, I'm not 100% certain on Whittaker to replace what we had with Somerville. To be honest, he's not the one I would be looking at. He'd probably be bottom of the list. As I've said to you before, and Matthias has said, hey, do you think Nonce was a Somerville replacement on the left? I think if you're to get a permanent, I think if we are to lose, hypothetically this doesn't happen, hopefully this doesn't happen, but if we are to lose Nonso, you go for a permanent on that left-hand side, and I'd be going for Jack Clark, 100%. I think right now there's no way Jack Clark comes because there's too much competition, and I don't think Leeds would replace with Jack Clark, although apparently they're after Gabi Sara. I don't know how true that was, but I was told from an extremely good source that he was going to be 20 plus million. So, yeah, and it was unlikely from the start, really, that Leeds were going to get him. But yeah, I just think, I don't know. I just think that's a little bit unrealistic. But if we are to keep hold of Nonso on that left-hand side, I would go for a loan signing. I would look at maybe a Raksaki, who I think would elevate this side massively. But alongside a Raksaki, I wouldn't just want that as a replacement. I would want a number 10, a number 8/10. And I would bring in someone like that because Charlie Crew now sort of out of the picture with an injury for a little bit. Oh, no, actually, he's not, is he? I'm thinking of Harry Gray. But is Charlie Crew going to be starting like Archie Gray was featuring last season? Potentially not. So if there's 3 to pick from, you've got Ampadu, Gruev, obviously, and Rothwell. And look, are you going to be wanting a little bit more in terms of lock picking for that central space throughout the season potentially? Goal reactions. I'm not even going to answer that question. But yeah, Leeds will be coming out very, very soon, I believe. But yeah, I'm not answering that question, mate. Hugh says, any chance of Jack Clark coming back? I think so. Yeah, I do. I think so. I think Jack will come back, but it's very, very dependent on what we do, I think. Paul's in the building. Hi, Paul. Good afternoon, Connor. Can't normally catch you live due to work commitments. Keep on the good work and content. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate that, buddy. But yeah, Sarah is on his way to the dark team, who we don't want to talk about. But yeah, a shout out to you, Bob. I hope everything's all right, my friend. On the mend, Bob Abbott. Let's hope so, my friend. And I hope everything's good and it's not too serious. Jeff's in the building with the depth of Leeds Cup run. Do you know what, Jeff? I don't think it's a bad shout, mate. I don't think it's a bad shout at all. And we'll have to wait and see, bud. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, why not? It'd be nice to see us have a cup run, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to see us having a cup run. I'm a bit like perplexed by how we just haven't had a proper cup run in so long. We had the chance last season, didn't we? But let's not go into that. Thanks for Archie. It says Spurs Talk TV. No problem, mate. Enjoy him. Is it harsh for me to say I don't mind? I'm Spurs Talk TV. I've never sort of been there. I've never sort of weeped about Archie, to be honest with you. Like him, but I think in Bogle we've got a really quality right back replacement at this level. But listen, we'll always look out for Archie, of course we will. But yeah, I definitely wasn't part of the hysteria. I have to say that. But yeah, like good luck to him. And yeah, I'm sure we'll see him do very, very good things. So it looks like the players are coming back onto the pitch, everybody. Mike says, where does Peru fit in this side? I think in the number 10, mate. I think in the number 10. I think if you put Rutter out right, take Dan out of the picture, I would be doing that. But I don't know if Farker's going to do that now. We're seeing the lineup today. Guru says, in Sweden, mate, used to be Ricky in here, followed you for ages. Oh, is it Ricky? Shout out to you, mate. You've elevated yourself, have you, to football guru. Shout out to you, mate. Where are you from in Sweden, anyway? Where are you from? Yeah, Ryan knows. Ryan knows. Let's get this started, shall we? Okay. Okay. We do have to get these. We do have to get this stuff sorted. So these look like they're coming back out. I'm trying to look for any changes. Looks like it's the same lineup. Obviously, you make substitutions, don't you? Just on the side. I've always thought, why don't you just make them in the changing room? It's always quite weird that they make them on the pitch when everybody's about to kick off again. But it looks like it's the same starting 11. So I'm just going to get this kicked off, everybody. So stay with me. I'm just going to get this kicked off on the scorecard. Yeah. Okay. I don't want you there. Goodbye. And that should be where we are, people. Has it worked? It looks like it has. Fantastic. Fantastic. And we get going. Leeds lose the ball straight away. It's Pascal Strauch. But yeah, you wonder when the changes are going to be made, don't you? So Leeds kick in from left to right. Joseph still leading the line, which is good to see. The physically imposing Joseph all of a sudden. It looks like he's grown in stature and wide as well. But yeah, I wonder if Valencia, as they kick the ball out of play for a goal kick, have had a bit of a rocket up their arse because they weren't good enough, really, for a La Liga side, who top 10 La Liga side as well, in an ever more competitive and compelling Spanish first division. They've looked pretty poor, I have to say. But Leeds building up from the back here. This is what I'm interested to see with Leeds United, how our build-up sort of varies. I'm really sick of seeing Eli Mele just go to the centre-backs and that's that. So they're pressing really high here. They are pressing high. And we've got out with Rutter again. Rutter with this absolutely... We should have got a free kick there, to be fair. But Valencia have won us on the press. And they've gone for an effort on goal. And that's just gone out for a goal kick there. But Leeds United really unlucky not to get a free kick there. It feels like our build-up is still going to sort of work through... it's still going to work through Rutter, which you do wonder if that's been challenged a little bit as the season starts. You wonder how we're going to sort of build up there as well. Verba, hopefully soon. Yeah, I'd like to see Verba. I'd like to see Aronson as well, to be honest. I'd like to see him. Valencia on the right-hand side here, ball played in, ball lifted, and Eli Mele picks it up out the sky. But yeah, it looks like Valencia have come out a little bit more reinvigorated here as Firpo comes forward. Willie Nyonto cuts the ball inside. Gruev. Forward, Gruev. Go on. There we go. He's gone forward. Wow. But Gruev again here, posing the question. Good lad. That's well played from Gruev. He's done really well. Joseph holds the ball up well as well. Pretty poor ball from Joseph, though. He played the ball behind Nonso. Fantastic feet, though, from Joseph there. Good strength as well. Really brilliant forward play. Really good forward play. It's excellent interchanging by Leeds United. Nonso, Firpo. And it's a corner. It's absolutely fantastic football from Leeds United. And I have to say, the strength, the prowess, the athleticism of Matteo Joseph in a really tight space there was just exemplary. And I'm so proud at the minute to see that boy doing what he's doing. And look, I've got a bet on him, the 25 goal season maybe. But I've got him on top scorer for the championship and Leeds to still win the league. So that's what I've got as my bet. Managed to get some decent odds for it as well. Dan James with the corner. Short. Nonso. Cut inside. Brilliant. First time he's done it. Unlucky. Good effort. Was a little bit off balance there, but that's what we want from Nonso. Just that low centre of gravity, getting him jinking inside. And a bad strike on goal. And that's when, you get Somerville. That's where presumably he's going to take the sort of reins off Somerville. But that's where you'd see Somerville just bending that ball in. And that's probably the guile and the finesse that Nonso needs to invite into his game a little bit more. Okay. Ball played high. Bogle bats a goalkeeper to his right-hand side, though, which is never good with Ilan Mele. Mele plays the ball out to Bogle. Bogle needs to get his foot through it here and should win a free kick. Does really well. Well done. Well done. Good bit of play there by Bogle. Do you think Joffe will leave on loan? I don't think so, mate. I think we're still trying to get the measure of Joffe, which I'm hoping for. He's played a lot of minutes. I think he's a starter, but please don't sell Ruttier. We don't want to see that. But guys, as we keep going, please make sure you're liking the video. Valencia just kicking off again. And yeah, quite rightly so. Number 11 has been carded, and it looks like Ampadu's going to be carded as well. It's really burning up this game. Number 11. I mean, that's a red card. It's a red card. All day it's a red card. He's literally just grabbed Ampadu by the neck. Valencia should be down to 10 men. I don't care if it's a preseason. Rafa Mir, who has literally been the most petulant player on the field so far, throwing himself around, a big lad. So red card. But, it's a preseason friendly, so I understand we don't want to get people sent off, but it's still a football game. And by the measure of the rule, and especially if he's going to get another goal, or a goal, I should say. If Mir gets a goal, that's just an absolute joke. He should have been sent off. What I will say, everybody, is please catch me for the instant match reaction as well, where we're going to be going through the game a little bit more. Dan James with a poor knockoff there, which gives the ball back to Valencia. And Leeds are doing what England couldn't do and are beating the Spanish, which is good. Yeah, number 11, he is, Paul. He really is, you can tell. Yeah. And do you know what it is? That's a straight red card. So okay, so Valencia having a little bit more on the ball here. Ball played forward beyond the centre-back. And, I mean, it should be a free kick again. I mean, it's front two. I understand that he was trying to get the ball there, but it's a kick to Strauch's face this time. It's good defending by Leeds again, playing a really good line. Yeah. Not even I think the worst thing about it is, even from the Valencia player, not even a sorry. They're a real bunch of SHIT houses, this lot. It's really quite poor to see in pre-season. It's quite disappointing, I think. Fab confirmed Crete 5 years. Fair enough. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on from that. Yeah, Ben, I think it was something like 9-1. I got it on, mate. 9-1, which is good. Probably would want more, but yeah, 9-1 odds, not bad, mate. Not bad. So yeah, Valencia with maybe a little bit more of a stronghold on this half. You can see they've come out with a little bit more impetus, a little bit more aggression. Definitely. I mean, they started the game with aggression, didn't they? But that's what you're always going to get from these Spanish sides. Very high intensity, a press. You sort of see that, wrapped up with Mateo Joseph, don't you? He's sort of like symbolic of that Spanish sort of like harrier, but almost ill-disciplined at points press, where they'll just commit a foul and they don't care. Very South American. Ilan Mele, anyway. Trying to pass out the back. Plays a really good ball, actually, to Junior Firpo, who carries it well and wins a free kick under pressure. Well done, Junior. It's been good. He's had a really good game so far, Junior Firpo, getting forward well, controlling the ball well. Yeah. Niall says dealing with the press well. Has to be said, they are, mate. Yeah, they're dealing with the press really nicely, actually, in this game, Leeds, which has been really pleasing to see, I have to say. So Joe Rodon, Gruev. See, that's where with Gruev, there's a panic in him. And that's why I would like to see Rothwell and Ampadu. They're pressing really, really high here, though. And with Gruev, what we need to see there is a little bit more sort of an understanding of how to beat a press, but also the willingness to beat a press, not just automatically playing the ball back. Joseph does really well there. So does Rutter. Leeds unlucky. That's not a free kick. And the referee, weak as piss again. Another English referee who will just fall for anything. The worst referees in world football. Leeds playing themselves out of a press there really nicely. And unfortunately, the referee gave it. Yeah, guys, come catch me after the game as well, where we'll be speaking everything Leeds United. If you've missed out a comment, looks like, is it Bogle that's gone down, which is not ideal. It's been a really aggressive game, this. Like, you know, you see players going down, you've seen Rutter going down, you've seen Ampadu going down, and now you're seeing Bogle go down. It's not what you want in a preseason game. Let's not have all of our players. I mean, Ampadu's constantly remonstrating with how aggressive they're being for a preseason friendly, and he's quite right to do so as Valencia played the ball out from the back. And the thing is, they've had nothing going forward as well. So, yeah. Dear me. Yeah, everyone just setting up the other stream now. Con Roberts is back up. I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. That's going to happen. I think he'll want to be a starter, to be honest with you. Leeds with, and it's another yellow card for Valencia. Ampadu on the floor again. It's really well played by Dan James to win the ball back, and it's a foul. Really petulant, isn't it? Really petulant. The game's not getting going at all in the second half, which is a real shame because Leeds were playing brilliantly in that first half, but it's just been dominated here by fouls. Firpo's been excellent again. I mean, it's another foul. It's another foul. And Ampadu's on the floor again. The referee's ignoring it. Like, another scared referee. Another scared referee. It's a real shame to see. Leeds winner throwing. But Ampadu's just constantly remonstrating with the referee. It's a preseason friendly. And I think someone's genuinely going to get hurt in this game because, yeah, full force as well, as Brandon said. But yeah, you'd like to see potentially us rotating more here. I know a win is great, but, you know, I don't want any of our players to be injured. Can you bring Byram in for Bogle? You know, I don't want anything to happen to Elan Mele with terrible distribution under no pressure. And Valencia, Elan Mele, everyone, it's a bit of a worry. When he's under any amount of pressure, his distribution is absolutely awful. He just nearly gave a certain goal away there, to be honest with you, passing out from the back with his weaker foot. But there we go. Leeds win the throw-in on halfway. We've not been able to really get out of our half in. I mean, Valencia haven't done anything, but we've not been able to really get out. I'd like to see a little bit more from Leeds in that respect. As I say, everyone will be live after this. Make sure you join, please. Great to see you all. Nonso looks a little bit central now. Firpo does really well. Junior Firpo. Can you release? No, he loses it. Doesn't release it at the right time. Whereas Valencia in that midfield now are starting to release it at the correct time. Probably a little bit of La Liga experience in there. But yeah, not really getting anywhere. But like I say, Leeds aren't really dominating the ball anymore. It's not a foul. Referee, don't fall for it. And the player, the Valencia player, who's kicked and then he's kicked the ball away. This lot are absolutely staggering. They're like a bunch of petulant children, fully grown males. Like, imagine watching this week in, week out. This is what La Liga's like. Just petulance. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Kicking the ball away, and Bogle's injured. It's the second time he's gone down. It's the risk you take. So, hopefully he's all right, but Bogle's going to have to go off with an injury. Worst case scenario, isn't it? Yeah, it's the second time he's gone down, which is never good. And it appears to be, he's just shaking his head. So, yeah, Jaden Bogle is going to have to go off. And this is sort of the depth that we're talking about with Leeds. So the depth is Sam Byram, really, isn't it? Who, tries his best, but he's not exactly dependable when it comes to injury. And he's not the quality you really want. I'm not saying worst case scenario here with Bogle, but in this game with a really positive game, this is the worst kind of scenario for Leeds, unfortunately. You don't want him going down, your new signing. You want him getting to grips with the start of the new season, and hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's just impact, but just him sort of gingerly going down again is never a good sign. It doesn't look like it looks like he's struggling to walk, to be honest. Medic's taking him off there. He's wincing. No, he can barely walk on it. He's clapping now, so Bogle's off. He's injured. Classic, isn't it? Yeah. So who knows? Let's hope that's not too serious, but presumably he's coming off. And this is probably the depth that we, and it's Sam Byram, obviously. Which, okay, but let's not, we don't want that in the season, do we? We don't want that happening. And straight away, we've unfortunately got a little bit of an injury there, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Right. Come on, Leeds. Let's keep going. Throwing for Valencia. Yeah, Leeds haven't really got to grips with this second half at all, to be honest. But would we go to a 3-4-3 here? Are we going to be able to defend this well? It's a good little test for us here, though. Good little test for us because Valencia have come on really strong in the second half without really doing anything, but they are dominating the ball. Byron with the tackle there. Jorginho Rutter. Done really, really well. Brilliant from Rutter. Absolutely brilliant. Can he pick the right pass? Oh, he's gone a bit too far. And I think he's gone straight into the pole. I mean, that was unbelievable football again from Rutter. And yeah, he's gone straight into the pole there. But he did about 3 Valencia players. And he's definitely looking very, very good in this game, Rutter. It's probably the first time he's broken out in the second half, though, just because we've just not had the ball. But fantastic. Really, really good positive play there by Rutter. And, what a player we have right there, everybody. What a player. What a player. Substitution for Valencia as well. Couple going off. LUTV not showing who's coming on yet. Keep getting your comments in the section below, everybody. Rich says, kind of understand why Valencia are flailing emotionally. They probably came here thinking they'd walk all over a lower league team. Yeah. Looks like hamstring to me. Brandon says, oh, yeah, when it comes to Bogle. Paul says, would you say Valencia were championship level, Connor? They were once. No, I wouldn't, mate. They're definitely a top level side. They're definitely a top level side. Finishing top 10 in La Liga is no easy feat, and that's underachieving for Valencia. So it looks like Verba's coming on for Strauch as well. We have Brendan Aronson coming on as well. It's good to see a little bit of rotation. My partner's perked up there because she's seeing Brendan Aronson come on. Brendan Aronson, America. Yeah. So Nonto's coming off as well. Grove's coming off. I don't know if Nonto's coming off, is he? Grove for Rothwell, like for like. Good to see. Aronson for 20. Is number 20? Oh, no, sorry, it's Peru. I don't know what Nonto's doing here, but Peru for James. Peru doing his like lackluster sort of walk onto the pitch, and Nonto off for Aronson. So, yeah, full change. Interesting to see Brent Aronson here and see what he can muster up. But yeah, I'm actually excited to see this, to be honest with you. It's going to be interesting to see how he works in a game where he's coming up against some really, really like decent level players. But here we go, Brendan Harrison. Oh, another tea. She's been asleep, everyone. She's only had 14 hours sleep. I don't work on sleep, everyone. I work on vibes. Oh, and another horrible tackle. It's Mir again. Can we get this guy sent off? But I'm really struggling here when we have like this guy. Get him off. Is he off? He's been sent off. You absolute donut. Go on, give him some. Yeah, that's it. Good lad, Ampadu. Give him some verbals. You child. You absolute child. I don't care if he's gone to hug Firpo. You absolute baby. Get back to Wolverhampton Wanderers, fella. Absolutely useless. And completely deserved, by the way. He has been. I cannot believe the referee didn't give him it for the hands. It's shocking tackle in pre-season. No need to make the tackle. No need. And Junior Firpo rightly upset as well. Get him off. Absolutely deserved that. Absolutely. And yeah, fully deserved. And that's where football works in the right way. Look at Ampadu giving it as well. Love that, Ethan. Love that. Leeds in a good position here. Anyway, Verba, his first touch on the ball. Oh, lovely play. Rothwell in there as well. Cultured. Lovely. Say again? Vermathor. Joseph. Aronson. Verba. They're going to have to work twice as hard now. Leeds have just got, I know it sounds stupid, but keep the ball away from them. Don't exert yourselves too much. Don't get involved in the absolute bizarre nature that Valencia have come to. I mean, to get a player sent off in pre-season is bizarre, but there you go. Oh, lucky. Rutter nearly gets away. Leeds pressing well in their half, though. Well done, Verba. Wins the ball. And again, I love it, Ampadu. Absolutely love it. And it's a foul referee. I love this guy in the middle of the park. You all look, listen, no, don't say he's injured. Not another one. Ethan, come on, lad. Not you as well. But listen, this guy's an absolute warrior. I love him so much, Ethan Ampadu. What a captain at 22 years of age. And look, he's so much better in centre midfield, everyone. That's what I was saying all last year. Rothwell, lovely fist ball. Junior Firpo. Oh, Ree. I mean, Louise. I really want some more Derry Dunkers. I'm not saying go and get them, but Rothwell, anyway, poor ball intercepted, but at least he's looking forward. I like that from centre midfield. Byron wins it back. And is it a ball to Leeds? No. No, I'm all right. Guys, please make sure you're slapping a like on the video as well. Really appreciate that. We'll have your instant match reaction after this. Don't you worry about that. As Leeds, yeah, I mean, quite embarrassing, I would say, from the Valencia man being sent off. Rafa Mir, he should have been sent off like so many more times. And the reason I was saying get back to Wolves is because I think he bombed out at Wolves. Verba as well. Byron. Rutter. It's going to be a foul there again. Nope. Well done. So I love how we go about these things. So Rutter tries to stay up on his feet when you get a Valencia player pressing his back and he could go down. And then what you get is Leeds player trying to press on a Valencia player. And unfortunately, because they're weak as piss referees, the Valencia player will go down because the play acted the whole game. And he'll give him a yellow card. The referees, I mean, the guy looks like Sean Longstaff. I mean, look at the Valencia players remonstrating. It's absolutely pathetic. Frosted tips, number 9. And Ampadu saying to them, keep your heads, because it's just pathetic. You know, pre-season friendly. Imagine this lot in a league game. Anyway, Valencia coming forward. Got a bit of an opportunity here. And this is the thing, though. Like, to say Rutter, once again, not Rutter, sorry, Perot's got to be quicker in there. He's sometimes way too pedestrian. And now Rodon's been clattered again. He's been clattered again. Has he been sent off as well? I've never seen anything like this. He's been sent off. So pre-season friendlies, you don't normally get players sent off, and this lot are the most petulant, embarrassing group of players.
Very dramatic.
And have you seen the reaction? It's unbelievable, unbelievable. Anyways, keep your heads, Leeds. Just play the game. But yeah, we're a second-rate team, and they're top division, and they've not done anything. They've not done anything. They've not really, I don't think, had a chance on goal. They had one-headed effort, and the number 9 up front. You know, I mean, I can't profess to know who he is, but him and Rafa Mir have just all about been putting themselves about. Never mind play football. Another foul that was supposed to be on Rutter, but he's rode it. Brilliant. Byram's played it behind. It's a bad ball from Byram. That's the difference, everybody, with like players like Byram and Rutter connecting. Rutter's on a different wavelength, completely different wavelength, and Byram just gets the ball and kicks it through. And I don't know why he's doing that. I really don't know why. You know, use your brain there. And Rutter's going at another Valencia player because they're just cheats, absolute cheats. Really, really embarrassing to see this. And we've not seen this in any of the pre-season friendlies. It's been really good-natured. And it's been a really, really good game of football and respectful. This lot are on a different level. He needs to get that little man off, doesn't he? Is he going to come off? Little man up top. Nope, little man's still staying on. So interesting from the manager. Oh, no, he is. There he is. He's coming off. And he's just pointed in the... I mean, look at the state of him. He's remonstrated with the Leeds fans. He's pointed in the fourth official's face. The referee should go and give him a red card. Should go and give him a red card, but they're weak as piss. Weak as piss. If I was a referee, I'd be going straight over to the side there. He's still involved with play, giving him a red card. But they're too weak to do it. They're too scared. It's pre-season friendly, so what? You can't be acting like that against the referee. You know. Rothwell, head on. Ampadu's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant. Wins the ball back. Finds the ball to Jorginho Rutter. Ampadu's been excellent in the midfield. Plays the ball out wide, and Joseph has the ball here. Tackle. Brilliant tackle by the Valencia man there. Really, really strong defending. Yeah, well done. Leeds win it back. Rutter. Should have let the ball go there. Was trying to do too much. Well done, Verba. Good defending, but Leeds are a little bit open here. A little bit open. Number 12, who I think's actually been one of their best players, tackled by an excellent Junior Firpo. He's had a really good game today. Firpo, I have to say. Guys, as well, if you've enjoyed it, if you're enjoying this watch along, if you want me to do a little bit more, mixing that up with, going to the ground, and so please slap a like on the video with 3,000 people in here. So thank you so much. And yeah, nearly record numbers for us here when it comes to watch along. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining. But please slap a like on. We've got probably another 20 minutes to go, and then we'll be here with your instant match reaction. Ball been played over the top anyway. Joseph hounding them down. That press from the front. And as I say, a decent but very petulant Valencia side today. Say what, they have kept up with the press. They are pressing relentlessly. I think probably the Valencia heat is a little bit different to the Leeds heat. So, acclimatizing to pressing in this heat is probably not that bad for them. Ampadu with a lovely ball forward, an absolutely lovely ball forward. Exemplary control by Rutter, and he's so unlucky. He's so unlucky there. That would have been very, very Swansea-esque from last season. But guys, what I want to point you to is Ethan Ampadu's balls forward. They have been fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And that's what you miss with Ethan Ampadu when he's not in the midfield. Just top quality stuff, top quality distribution, tackling, captain-like. Really, really captain-like. And Rutter, I have to say, has been exquisite as well. Goal kick for Valencia. Don't know. TV's still on, isn't it? Okay, Valencia coming forward here. Number 10. Don't know who he is. Can we keep them out? Come on, Leeds. Keep a clean sheet. Yeah, well done. Good defending. They've had no threat. No threat whatsoever. No threat whatsoever. Been a top watch long so far. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Oh, Lappa's giving me a bit of answer. Jared says, Connor, would you pick this squad over last season's? Yeah, I would. I think there's a better spread of goals. When you look at Rothwell, I think it's going to be good this season. I think when you look at Strauch and Rodon and Verba from set pieces, I think they're going to be a little bit more effective than what we had last season. Ampadu back in the midfield is fantastic because he's arguably one of our best players in general, but in his best position, he's much better. I think Nonso, we're going to see a lot more responsibility from him with more players coming in. And yeah, I think the spread of goals across the side is better. And I think Leeds, as I've just mentioned, everyone will still do business. If it was up to me, we'd have gone and got a new keeper. But he, for some reason, has been made vice captain, which I don't really understand why when he was in talks with Marseille. Anyway, brilliant. Oh, and Rutter nearly with an excellent ball through to Brendan Aronson there. But yeah, it was good defending as well. The back two have been all right. Rutter just done some magic again. Rutter, now release it, Rutter. Release it. It's too much. Sometimes it's brilliant from Rutter, but it's that final ball sometimes. Sometimes it's magic like you saw with the chip, but he had 4 runners there. 4 runners, head up, play the ball. He doesn't do it. And I think Valencia may be figuring that out a little bit now, and they seem to be tripling up on him because he's just running with the ball and he's trying to score that magic goal again. But he has been fantastic, Rutter. But it's good to see the runners as well. It's been a bit of a quiet half from Joseph, but I said Leeds have been defending. Leeds have been defending for a lot of it. And I wouldn't say defending like vigorously. They've not needed to. But it's been good from Leeds in all respects. I'm really happy with this performance, I have to say. It's not a foul. Don't give it, ref. Well done. Just strong. Joseph, nice little knock on. Just a little bit long. Brendan Aronson does well. Tackles, but the impressive right back comes up against Firpo. Nah, Firpo's been really good. Really good. We still need a backup for him. Uh, 9:15. James, just FYI, mate, you have different numbers to what I have in front of me, my friend. For some reason, YouTube doesn't show the actual numbers. I can tell you the numbers we've got here. 2,824. Now it's 2,811. We get real-time numbers when we're doing the stream. You guys get, I think, YouTube designated. I don't know why. Don't know why YouTube doesn't show the actual numbers, but it doesn't. So, yeah, we currently have 2,818 of you in the building. So there we go. Thank you so much for your support. 2,820 now. Joffy coming on. Joseph going on, off. And is he coming on? Is Bamford already on? Rutter comes off as well. So, yeah, Bamford now on, which is where Bamford should be, on the bench. The do. Patrick Mediocre. Chance going round Ellen Road. Okay, Leeds winning the ball back again. Rothwell's speed of play is really good. Oh, as I've just said that, curse of the commentator, Rothwell nearly. Verba, well done. Verba does well there. Thanks, Gareth. Really appreciate it, mate. Yeah, Jody, I'm a little bit like that. I'm a little bit like that myself, mate. I think it would be quite nice if we're actually able to bring in like a Daniel Jebison from Bournemouth, and then just keep Bamford with the greatest respect out of the side, and then just have Jebison and Joseph competing for that number 1 spot. I'd much. I mean, yeah, Bamford, as you can see immediately with a headed ball out of play, is yeah. Hopefully, we'll just see him get sort of 10 minutes to edge out games and run about. That's fine, I guess. But yeah, I'd much prefer like a Daniel Jebison, but I don't think you'd be able to sell Daniel Jebison that. The thing is, everyone, what we'll see with a lot of the fan base, which is fine, it's opinions, as soon as Bamford scores a goal, you'll get certain portions of this fan base wanting him to start. And if Joseph goes through like 3 games of not scoring, look, be ready for those calls by a certain section of our fan base who unfortunately just dedicate their lives to the Bielsa side. And yeah, just will give them so many passes, so many hall passes, it's unbelievable. Even when you get players like Bamford, who I support because he plays for Leeds. But hasn't had like the most illustrious Leeds career with the amount of like sort of backing he gets. Okay, good stop by Melee, good communication there by Rodon. Leeds have been really good at the back, I have to say that. Good control. Great watch on Connor. Thank you, Ruby. Really appreciate that and your membership. Yeah, Martin says he's the Ellen Road puppy. He always has been, mate. I've no idea why, but some fans just absolutely adore him. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he runs a lot, but yeah, as we say, standards, standards, and all that. Anyway, we've had a good day today when it's come to Leeds United. They've been excellent, has to be said. Peru does well. Evades the tackle. Okay, Leeds win the ball back. Sam Byron, Peru. It needs to be quicker, Peru. Like we've said this from last season, just speed of thought again. You know, these are elite football players. You know, when you look at the domestic level, these are elite football players at Valencia. They're playing in one of the top 2 leagues in probably world football. And we need to see a little bit more from Peru there. Aronson does really well. Really good opportunity now for Leeds United. Pat Bamford on the left. It's going to be a corner to Leeds. Aronson did well there. Smash a like for you, bro. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Yeah, Aronson did well there. Leeds corner. Rothwell now. Come on, Joe. Shows how an actual corner should be taken. This will be nice to see. In pre-season, his corners have been very good. Ellen Road pitch looks a little bit bigger than the ones he's been playing on. But let's see. On the penalty spot. Oh, it's a good ball in. It should be 3-0 to Leeds. Verba, what a chance. What a chance. Had no one around him. Should have been 3-0 to Leeds there. Has to be said. Verba misses a really good opportunity. Good ball in once again from Rothwell. Proper ball. Real good whip on it. Verba's the free man. Should be 3-0 to Leeds United. I said everybody will be here with your instant match reaction. Leeds going through again. Bamford will be offside there. Miles off. Read the line, Pat. And did you notice, everybody, that Matteo Joseph wasn't offside once? You know, and it's not a hate on Patrick Bamford whatsoever, but it's just that, you know, that striker's instinct that you should be looking, you know, timing your run with the back line. I think Bamford's very, very easy to mark when it comes to that. Yeah, I think it's quite easy to squeeze up as a back line and catch him offside. We've just seen that already. He's been offside twice in the space of 4 minutes. Leads with some more subs coming on here. Ampadu coming off. I think Debayu will be coming on. Debayo, which will be great to see. It'd be good if Leeds could see this out, to be honest, in terms of a clean sheet. But brilliant performance from Ampadu today. Really good performance. Sly said Rothwell needs to start just for the corner deliveries. I think you got a great point there, mate. What do you lose with him as well? He's a crisp player, and it looks like Charlie Crew's coming on as well. Be good to see Charlie Crew. So Crew and Debayo coming on. Let's see what the Welshman can do. A lot of hype around him. Fraser says, loving the watch on Connor. Thanks a lot, mate. Yeah, hopefully I can provide something a bit different. I know you guys spoke about the graphics a lot. Hopefully you're enjoying the graphics a little bit. And, you know, we can up and change bits and stuff like that throughout the season, of course. But yeah, going into the last 10 minutes. And once again, Valencia not done anything. Really not done anything. Back to now as well, Verba and Rodon, which is interesting to see. Byram has come out to the left. Crew on the ball now. So it looks like Debayu has gone to a back. I think Leeds have gone to a back 3, which is good to see. Back 3 at Debayo, I should say, looks like he's part of that back 3. Crew in the middle now, wanting the ball, which is always great to see. Verba. Charlie Crew. Go on, lad, spread it. Good to see him on the ball. Joe Rothwell. Lovely crisp ball out there to Brendan Aronson. Leeds making a little bit more of that extra man now, it feels. Valencia look tired. Rothwell with a bit of a fizzed ball. He really put some emphasis on that, and I think it was Firpo did actually really well there. Rothwell. Nice crisp ball again. Looks really active, Rothwell. Really like the look of him. speed of thought, and always looking for the ball and always looking to. You see, guys, when I've spoken about open body and closed body, there's a real good variation in Rothwell's play. When he gets hold of the ball, he knows when to close his body and knows when to open his body, and that's a really good level of a central midfielder. That my criticism has always been with Gruev that he takes the easy option a little bit, and he's always happy to just go, handbrake on and close body. I think a brave football player is happy to open his body. And vary the two, and it's been really good to see Rothwell come on. I mean, Crew's looking good here as well. Crew just wants the ball all the time, which is really nice to see for a young lad. Working the angles as well from the midfield. Melee, come on, Bamford. And Crew as well again. Really good win back there, really physical, like it. He does look out of place as well, Charlie. Crew, he looks quite a physical, physically able lad. Tall. And Rothwell's just been kicked there by another one of their little shit houses, my language. Gelhardt, Debayu does really well. Go on, lad. Unlucky. Don't know how that's a Valencia ball, but there we go. Jeremy says, should we buy Rothwell as a cheap addition to the squad if we get promoted, Connor? Or do you think he won't be good enough for the Prem as a bench option? I'm not sure, to be honest, mate, but I'm not. That's what an option to buy is for, I guess. I think that's the beauty of having an option and maybe not an obligation. If you have an obligation, he's 29 years of age. Next season, he'll be 30 years of age, of course. And I think Leeds just need to see where he's at this season. Is he going to be good enough? Can he plays 16 games for Southampton. He's probably going to want to double that for Leeds United, maybe even treble that, if you're including cup competitions. And we saw another lone player last season, Joe Rodon, do really well when it comes to that. So, yeah, there's a lot to consider, But I'm more than happy with that. I'm really happy with Joe Rothwell. I think, he's really impressed me in pre-season. And different profile to Kamara, but, they look. I don't think we've lost a lot there, I have to say. Leroy in the building. Yes, Connor, Valencia look basic. Leeds making Valencia basic. And let's not underestimate that as well, shall we not? Let's not underestimate the fact that we've just beaten a La Liga side. Or we are beating a La Liga side. Let's keep a clean sheet as well. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But Valencia haven't offered much. They really haven't, which are problems for them potentially. But, it's been really good from Leeds. Perot, I know he's only just come on, but you've seen a lot from Crew. We've seen a lot, even from Aronson. He's looked good when he's come on. I really would have liked to have seen maybe Peru's just speed of thought just develop a little bit, and it's that sluggishness with him, isn't it? Sometimes in possession, I think, and we need to see that just develop a little bit. I feel like at 25, 26, though, that's always going to be his game. Okay, Valencia coming forward again. 86 on the clock. Leeds having to defend here. Aronson defends really well there. Does really, really well. Byram knocks it out for a throw-in. Looked like a foul throw there by Valencia, but it's been allowed to continue on the right-hand side here. The right-back who's actually really impressed me. He's probably been Valencia's best player. Bamford coming back to try help and gives away a foul. It's like huff and puff in it with Bamford. It's like huff and puff for goals, huff and puff for defending. The tick box we give for Pat is the fact that he runs around a lot. Their right back has been good. Yeah, he has been good. West Ham just signed Fulkrug. Pretty good signing that. Nearly probably the second best signing they've made. But Valencia free kick now. And if this goes in, I'll be blaming Pat Bamford for a dopey challenge again. Ball whipped in, defended actually by Bamford's crotch. Fair play to him. And Crew knocks it out for a throw-in. Well done, Byram. It's all a bit bitty now. Bitty. And who's coming on here? Another youngster. Is it Chambers? Chambers coming off for Leeds, I think. Yeah, guys, as I say, catch me on the instant match reaction, which will be immediately after this. Get your thoughts in the comment section below over there. It's not a foul. Do not give that referee. And the referee, the weakest piss referee, has, you know, their strongest player has just gone down. And Brendan Aronson, our weakest player, has been adjudged to have fouled him, which just wasn't a foul. The guy just lost his balance. Irritating, to say the least. Let's not concede, Leeds. Come on. Oh, dear. What a shit goal to concede. 2-1. Deary me. Deary me. That is so annoying. You know, when they've offered just nothing, a scrappy goal like that, just stupid free kick given away. Daft. Really daft from Leeds. And a shame, actually. You know, clean sheet. You know, I know it's pre-season, I get it. But, yeah, it's a shame, I think. You know. Better than that. 2-1. I think that'll annoy Farker that as well, to be honest. Valencia back in it. Can they get another one? Yeah, let's just add the score, everyone. Yeah, so 2-1 Valencia, 2-1 Leeds. Valencia coming forward here again. Ball whipped in, and they're in the box again here. Can Leeds see it out? We can. And it's a goal kick. Oh, dear. And what are your thoughts on that, everyone? Just going to have to update the thumbnail now for the instant match reaction. What a nightmare. Certainly we're winning that 2-1. If I go back on the stream now and they've scored, don't think they have. Yeah, boring second half. I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. And that's it. Right, guys. A 2-1 win for Leeds United. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll be back with the live reaction. Before you leave, make sure you slap a like, everybody. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the instant match reaction. See you in a bit.